Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all? I hope everyone's cool. Hey Alex Bixby, how are you, brother? RSBE4XOY. What is your real name, brother? RSB4XY. Thanks for the penguin, by the way. And if you can hear me, please let me know that as well. And please let me know your real name. Good mood today. Please let me know if you guys can hear me and everything's perfect. Good morning, Ricardo. Ricardo S1, S1 I8T. Who else is over here? Please let me know who else is over here. Can hear me, right? Went loud and clear. That's cool, man. Thank you so much. Hey, Greg. Good morning. TTS, I hear you. Thank you so much, Greg, for confirming, man. Thank you so much for being over here as well. I have a bit rant actually before starting this live, and this is really so personal. Personal means, of course, according to the price section, but my personal opinion. So we'll talk about that a bit. It's more important rather than the price action. We have to understand the situation before going for any kind of trading. So really, we need to wait. So this time I'm not doing well, but you have to understand that the market is not also doing well. The world is not doing well. This is not a good time to trade. This is not a good time for a good price action. This is the thing we have to understand it first. That's why I'm saying that I have a bit rant actually. Best uprising to the best live YouTube streaming trader. Yeah, man, it's a huge compliment. But thank you so much, King, for being over here, Julian. How are you, by the way, brother? I'd love to wait a bit more for the other people to join. I guess like 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes maximum. Then we'll go for this price action. Okay. And thanks for the penguin, by the way, King. Is there anyone who traded the London session 7 a.m. or anything? This was my last message actually from yesterday. How to share. Good morning, Mickey. My name is Randy. Oh, nice name, brother. I will try to remember the name. Randy. Okay. You can call me Kenny. Okay. Julian is easier for me to remember, brother, by the way. Kenny is a nice name as well, but I don't think so I'll be able to remember that. If you keep remind me, then maybe I'll be able to remind that, but otherwise I'll forget for sure. Here I'm suffering for what, Mickey? For the price action. If you're suffering for the price action, then it's absolutely perfect, brother. This is the price action for suffering. This was my message actually yesterday around what could be the time. I think it's not the real time because it's showing the Bangladeshi time. So it was 8:39 p.m. yesterday, 8:39 p.m. according to the New York time frame. Okay, so like EST. New York time 8:39. This was the tweet I have done. I mean, this is the message I gave you. Get ready for biggest fall ever. Now I need to talk about this actually a bit to make sure the price action, to make sure the direction of the market and why it is going to happen and how we are going to predict that. So I'm just thinking this is you are going to be the witness of the biggest fall ever in history. But we'll see. Okay, of course we'll see. However, but yeah, the price action is really not good. It's absolutely okay, brother. You're not doing well. It's absolutely okay because just look outside. What is happening? Just look at that, man. What is happening? And whoever is expecting a good price action in this type of situation, that's just a fool. If you are struggling, if you are not feeling good about the price action, man, you are absolutely okay. You're absolutely okay. You're perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Uh, Please make sure that you're not in rush. You're not saying yourself that any kind of negative word. Don't say any negative word to yourself. This is not the time to say the negative word to yourself. Instead of that, try to say yourself like, oh man, I'm good because I'm surviving over here. So that's why try to survive over here. By the way, I don't want to waste any more time. I have to start that rant, otherwise I won't be able to cover it. But before starting the rant, I would love to share something with you around the Asia session. I was watching, I didn't take any trade, I didn't do anything. I was just watching it in live. You believe me or not, it's up to you, but I just did it in live. Okay. However, so the buy side liquidity from 15-minute chart, if you guys remember this clean highs over here. So this line from the 15-minute chart, just remember this is the buy side liquidity from 15-minute chart. I'm coming to 1-minute chart. Around morning session yesterday, if you guys remember, I went for the tilt. Tilt means I went for buy, I went for sell, I went for buy, I went for sell. So I was doing buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, something like that around the morning session, right? I did it because I know that you should you should watch what happen if you look for buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Yeah, maybe end of the day, sometimes you'll be profitable, sometimes you'll be loser, sometimes you'll keep taking the losing trade if you do tilting, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. It's highly risky. But if you're one-sided, then this can be the result for the PM session. So this trade, both of them I have outlined through the Discord. So here, first entry was from this order block. Around here, this is the 15-minute bullish fair value gap. So from the 15-minute chart, I have the bullish fair value gap. From the 1-minute chart, I had this breaker block as well as this last FVZ, which has been inversed actually later. This last FVZ that has been inversed. So sell liquidity market left over here. I had this clean buy side liquidity from 15-minute chart. Around the PM session, this is the 15-minute last FVZ. Below this buy side liquidity. I'm going through all of these things all together step by step. Focus on here. This market, the whole day, market was bullish, right? The whole day market is bullish, extremely bullish. Then it came where? From the 15-minute last FVZ. Go to your 15-minute chart. This is the PM session price action yesterday. So no need to worry about anything else. This is the PM session price action. Go to your 15-minute chart around this area, Friday 27th February 2026, 4:30, around 4:30 or around that area. There is a 15-minute last FVZ. Market came to this last FVZ inside the lunch hour, a bit consolidation, and then started to fall. I'm not tilting. I believe that before closing the stream, I told that I'm only bullish as long as this buy side liquidity is not been cleared. Market came here. I'm starting to look for buy around around 1250 or something like that. Of course, I don't have the opportunity to take the buy because market didn't clear any liquidity, so market started to fall. When market started to fall, first this appeared on the chart, this exact gap. Okay, so when the market came here, I told that it's not the time to look for the buy yet. I think so. It's not the time to look for the buy when this candle appeared on the chart. After that big fall, I'm looking for the buy for this buy side liquidity or clean highs. That's not been cleared yet. Market rejected from the last FVZ from 15 minutes chart. I know this is the reaction. How far this reaction can happen until the 15-minute bullish FVZ. Got your 15-minute chart. There is a 15-minute bullish FVZ. So beautiful bullish FVZ over there. So beautiful. This is the lowest down close body close candle that has traded this 15-minute bullish FVZ as well as this breaker block. You can see it's just tap over here. This breaker block from the 1-minute chart, depending all of this price action. Now I'm not going through all of this price action to show you how it's gonna be the breaker block. To me, this is the best breaker block. Best breaker block ever. 95% of the time, I get the profit from this breaker block. So I saw this lowest down close body close candle not only traded the 15-minute bullish FVZ but also it tapped to the breaker block. Okay, I was not confident enough to frame the trade from this breaker block. I was needed the confirmation. So I have seen this down close body close candle has been inversed by the next candle, which is gonna be the order block. So I told there's two opportunities. Okay, both of them has been outlined here in live. There is no hindsight. There is nothing like hindsight. Nothing. First entry opportunity from this break order block over here. This candle has validated order block. Tap to this order block. I'm interested to go for the buy. Stop loss below this order block. One tick, two tick below this order block. Target is this buy sell liquidity. If I miss this trade or if it doesn't work, the next opportunity is while the body will close above this gap, I have to you take the entry from the reclaimed FVZ. I've already talked about this reclaimed FVZ a lot of time in my live streaming. So that was that reclaimed FVZ. That is my second entry opportunity. That means if I miss the entry from this order block, that means market didn't tap to this order block, or I miss it by anyhow, or it didn't work, then I have to wait for this gap to close. Or if I would love to look for another order block entry opportunity, I will actually go over here for understanding these things and new order block. I'll talk about that here. But for here, market didn't work, right? 24 handle, I took that loss, unfortunately, because I saw this breaker block from 1 minute chart, 15 minute FVZ, bullish FVZ. They're holding the market, lowest down close candle. This is my opportunity. Now it's not for granted that market is going to give me that boom from that order block. Nothing is granted. This is a probability, high probability to me. I tried to take that buy. If it doesn't work, then I'll get stopped out. The next opportunity is coming while the body is going to close above this gap, which is going to happen over here. Body close, next candle open, I'm already in a trade. Stop loss below this, candle that has actually make it as a reclaimed gap. That candle just below that candle, forget about the stop loss because it never come, right? So yeah, I could simply say that, brother, my stop loss is gonna be below this 50%. So it's the 19 handle risk, but this is absolutely absurd. You should not do that. So at least your stop loss has to be below this candle, but you never get the drawdown. However, from here to until this buy side liquidity, which is around this area, which is 70 handle, right? You are going to risk 24 handle for 70 handle. A good opportunity. For example, this candle closed here, just a bit above of this gap. That could be my entry over here. That could be another 10 handle more over there. However, it closed here. I have to take the entry over there for the buy side liquidity. I'm not bearish. I'm not tilting. I don't care about that fall. All I know, I am bullish. I would love to take the buy as long as this buy side liquidity is left open over there. So I'm only buying. Around the morning session, I went for tilting. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. You saw the result. Loss, profit, but still that's not enough. But here, I'm only bullish. I don't care about the fall. I don't care about that anything. I will let the market fall until a certain area. Then I'll frame the trade. It came to this 15-minute area, 1 minute breaker block. I tried to frame the buy. First, it didn't work. Came back again to retest this last FBZ from 1 minute chart. Unfortunately, by the way, it tapped over here, gave me the opportunity, and then sent the market higher for the buy side liquidity. However, after framing this, I just went to watch the news because I was not interested to see the price action. I was more interested to see what is happening in the Middle East. So I really didn't do anything. I just took the screenshot while the market has validated this order block. I put it here and here, gave the screenshot to the Discord, I went for the news. Okay. Then this appeared on the chart. This fall happened and then break all of this liquidity, took that liquidity. But before falling, what it left over here, so this buy side liquidity, which is clean highs from 15-minute chart, 1 minute chart, has been cleared by a shallow run. Now you can see it's a very clean, I mean, no confusion, nothing over there. Just a wick went a bit higher of this buy side liquidity. I don't think so the buy side liquidity is taken over here. It's not taken yet. It's an unfinished business. It's a shallow run. Market will come back again over here. Market came here around this area, this old last FVZ, as well as the 15-minute bullish FVZ, as well as 15-minute order block. I don't need them all, but however, it came here, trade there, market started to go higher. Am I going to take the buy? Of course not. I didn't do anything over there. Before going furthermore, I really would love to go to that specific area because some of you can start to think that, brother, this is absolutely absurd. You are saying about the hindsight. I'm not believing you. It's bullshit. Blah 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 blah. Lot of things. Okay, this is the first screenshot I took here. Okay, we'll look for buying opportunity now. First, I told I don't think so. It's a buying time yet. So while this candle appeared, that bullish candle appeared, I just explained you right now. Then we'll look for buying opportunity now. This is that 15-minute bullish fair value gap over here. When it came to this 15-minute bullish gap, this is that buy side liquid I'm talking about. This is that last FBZ market is rejecting from, respecting from actually. Market is coming from here for this buy side liquidity. 1347 plus order block or the bullish order block. So that is that 1347 candle over here, 1347 candle, that is the bullish order block. And then I gave this screenshot over here. These two opportunities. That means if it doesn't work or if I don't get the opportunity, this is going to be the next entry opportunity from here for same buy side liquidity. I don't care how far this market will go. It will come back again, closed above this gap. I'd love to go for the buy from there. Okay, over here. I think one of my brother actually asked me, did you take that entry? And I told him that watching live news more important rather than the candle right now. So I was watching the news actually over here. Came back again over here where the market willing to go buy side, sell side. Gun to my head. I wanna go for buy side. Exactly over here, I took the screenshot. That was the 1 minute sell side liquidity here, 1 minute sell side liquidity there. That buy side liquidity has been cleared over here by a shallow run, just by a shallow run. So I was thinking, is this market bullish or bearish? Is this going for that sell side liquidity over here, relatively equal lows, or is it going for that obvious liquidity? For me, it was thinking like, I was thinking like, it's a bullish market. Market is going for that buy side liquidity for sure. I was more interested to look for the buy side liquidity. So I told, gun to my head, I wanna go for buy side. Then I told 1535 order block. Okay, let's go over here now around this price action. What happened over here, because I just gave you the hindsight over there. I didn't do anything else over there. Everything was in live. Okay, it's not something hindsight. So I saw it has been done. Now I'm looking for that. No, it was not like that way. It was absolutely in live. Here, when this fall appeared on the chart, 15 minutes, same bullish fair value gap, same 1 minute last FVG is holding the market over here, then gave me this speed. I'm very happy. Then I saw that market fall one more time, clear that low over here. See, this low has been cleared, swing low. This is the origin low that is holding the market, came here, rejected from this last FVG, as well as working with the 50-minute gap. First time it come here, you can see perfectly it rejected from this entry gap. See here, this entry gap, it came to this entry gap, should reject, should take some liquidity. Entry gap to that specific leg, entry gap, send the market lower to take some sort of liquidity, swing low, taken. Then I'm interested to go for the trade. I saw this bullish fair value gap. I was interested to go for the trade from this bullish fair value gap, but I was not happy to see the bullish fair value gap too small. Even if it was too small, but the gap is above this 50-minute gap, maybe I would go for this trade from the gap. As it is not like so much confident for me, so I was interested to look for the order block entry. So you see this 1535 candle, I was saying that this is the order block. I'm more interested to take the entry from this order block. Stop loss is below this order block. Now I don't like to put the stop loss below this low because I know this low is a protected low, so I know I'm not going to get stopped out here. I'm more interested to put my stop loss more tight, not 60 handle. I would love to risk 23 handle, something like that, for this buy side liquidity over here. That buy side liquidity, because it's still left over here. It's an unfinished business. Just tap to that buy side liquidity and then reject it from there. It's an unfinished business. I'm more interested to see it will go for that buy side liquidity. That was my first trade I framed over here. That didn't work. You can see perfectly same, exactly same thing. So yesterday water block was not respecting. I don't know why, but sometimes shit happens. I don't care. Am I interested to go for the trade? Of course. I saw this water block didn't. I mean, it failed. Took that low one more time. I don't care. I'm seeing these highs are. I mean, build as a relatively equal highs over here, and market fall took that low one more time. The lowest down close body close candle is my new opportunity. Take the buy. This candle has validated this order block. Tap to this order block. I'm interested to go for the buy. Coming back to this area one more time. My trump card. I told that this is my trump card actually. That 1535 that didn't work actually. Okay, so the first trade. This is that trade. It didn't work. That was my first trade. And after that, when it broke, I told tough, but I guess tradable. So here I framed the new buy even before it appeared on the chart. I mean, it's going to build the order block. It's still it didn't build the order block yet. So when the body will close, then it's gonna be the order block. Then I'll start to look for the buy with the same kind of concepts by putting the stop loss just below this order block. Same thing, okay? Tough, but I guess tradable. And then I told that order block tapped. That means it has validated this order block, tapped to this order block. Finally, I told that I mean, let me hear. That was the screenshot. Look, it's all not hindsight. Only defense that can stop the market to take that buy side liquidity. This is the only defense. If market can break this defense, this is 100% going to be cleared. But it has a possibility to stop the market, send it lower. It has that possibility because this is the last FVC. So only defense. I'm not seeing this gap. I'm not seeing anything over here. I'm just saying, but look over here, how beautifully it is rejecting from there, right? So beautifully it is rejecting from there here. But still I'm saying this is the only difference, not this gap. Why? Because it has been already used here. Trade this gap, took that liquidity. So this has zero possibility to stop the market, send it lower again, but it has the possibility. Later, I just moved my target from here to here. Otherwise, maybe you'll take the partial and you'll try to hold the trade for the buy side liquidity by putting the stop loss. However, I'm coming back to this area. This is that same area where I was talking about this area. First trade I took, it's 23 handle risk. I mean loss, right? Then 21 handle risk for 55 handle. So if you compare 23 handle with 55 handle, isn't it huge profit rather than your loss? If you go for this 24 handle for 70 handle profit, isn't it a huge profit? There was no defense over here that could stop the market. But here I had the defense, only defense that can stop the market to take this buy side liquidity over here. It came here perfectly and rejected from there. Then this market fall, I was watching it in live. I didn't do anything over here because I was watching this market in live and I was seeing how this market is going to work over here. My intention was this sell side liquidity over here, that sell side liquidity over here, this relatively equal lows, this relatively equal lows. You remember the gun to my head where the market is reaching for this buy sell side liquidity or that buy side liquidity. I'm interested to look for that buy side liquidity. And then this is the only difference that is stopped to the market. Send it lower, break that last FVC over here, right? This last FVC has been already broken over here around this area. So I'm not going to extend it to my right. First time it has been broken. If you extend it to your right, you'll see how beautifully it has been respected later again here around this area. But I'm not interested to explain it here. Around this PM session, I was watching this market. Above this sell side liquidity, I have this last FVC, I have this entry FVC. These two area, okay. Market fall dramatically, took the liquidity trade and higher time frame PTR, but I mean around this area, as well as this 15-minute bullish gap is now going to work as a bearish area or bearish gap over here. I'm coming to 15-minute chart to that area specifically to show you the things around here, okay. So this is that area. So this is that 15-minute gap. You see here, this specific area I'm talking right now around this area. So here, if you just go to your 15-minute chart, it will be tough, but not untenable. But here is a very small gap. I mean, again, it's very tough, but there is a very gap from 15-minute chart. Just a very small gap over here. Go to your 15-minute chart, you'll understand what I mean to say over here. Very small gap over here. So I'm referring that small gap to that area over here, around this area that has been traded, that small gap over. Market has cleared that buy side liquidity. Then I have seen this beautiful market structure shift. This a visit tapped over here so beautifully. I was interested to see can the market come until this entry gap constant crossment. Now I really didn't expect this fall. I didn't expect it. Okay, I have talked about that later. I will talk about that in a moment. But I was more interested to see it will trade this gap and then it will start to fall and come over here. This price action around the Asia session was the beautiful price action ever. As you can see here, after clearing this buy side liquidity by trading the higher time frame PDRA, market structure shift, fair value gap has been traded, market fall, highest up close body close candle is an order block, market came back again, trade this order block over here, leave this unfilled gap. I wanna see this is going to be unfilled, origin high is over here, market fall, entry gap. What is it going to do? Reaction. Exactly the same thing you find over here. Remember, around this area. Entry gap, reacted, send the market lower. Entry gap, reaction. Entry gap. This was a bearish entry gap. This was a bullish entry gap. Reacted the market, send it higher, cleared some sort of liquidity, fill the unfilled gap so beautifully. And if you look over here, high, low, higher high, the lowest down close body close candle is your breaker block. Extend it to your right, you'll see the breaker block, send the market lower, last FBZ, and finally the sell side liquidity from 1 minute chart. This 1 minute sell side liquidity has been cleared. This 1 minute sell side liquidity has been cleared. Market keep falling, keep falling, keep falling, keep falling, keep falling, keep falling, and this, I mean, the maximum sell side liquidity has been cleared. The rest is this sell side liquidity, which is the grandfather Dillingham's low. Remember big the low. I mean the extreme liquidity. This is the extreme liquidity that's left over here. Instead of that, everything has been cleared by that specific overnight run. So market just fall and took all of that sell side liquidity except that extreme liquidity. I'll just show that in a moment. But before that, I would love to come over here, and I just told that again the time. Get ready for the biggest fall ever. Okay, so it was the time around. You see this 7:39 is the Bangladeshi time, because you can see on my laptop it's showing that 8:19 p.m. Okay, so it's the 8:19 p.m. means Newark local time 9:19. So in Newark it's 9:19. 1 hour, just I have to add 1 hour. So it's like over here 7:39 is equal to 8:39 p.m. So it's p.m. Newark a.m. It's a.m. New York p.m. So this is how I actually remember the time for Newark and Bangladeshi time. So it's 7:39 a.m. in Bangladesh. So it's gonna be 8:39 p.m. in USA. 8:39. Okay. Let me show you that 8:39. Where is that? Uh, See this area around here, this is that area. Okay, I was watching this market, and when I saw this came here and rejected over there, market started to fall and closed just this candle. Look at that candle, it closed below this low over here, and exactly over here I told that get ready for the biggest fall. Exactly over here, when I saw this low has been closed by the body, I told get ready for the biggest fall. Exactly over there, this is going to fall, and I was watching this market. I was watching all of this fall, all of this fall, all of this fall. I was just watching. I had nothing to do because it was midnight. Otherwise, maybe I would come to the Discord and I would start to frame the trade. But it was midnight in here in Portugal. Okay, so I was just watching. I was just watching how it is falling, how it is falling, and how it is going to take all of this liquidity. Unfortunately, I had nothing to do over here. But when I saw this fall and closed below, just one tick below this low, it closed over here. I was getting ready for that biggest fall ever. However, I have a very small time left. I think this is a good explanation. Those people who are with me around the PM session yesterday through our Discord, so you can have some sort of confusion why was I looking for that buy or everything. So just because of that, I tried to explain that things. But before going furthermore, I would love to show these things with Tamimi's screenshot, I guess. Apex has the biggest discount, I mean, biggest window opened. Okay, so they have opened the end of the day drawdown 25K, end of the day down 50 and 100 and 150K. This is the price you have to pay. The code is T2T. This is the Apex. Because it is Apex, you are able to, like add 20 accounts in my opinion. These are the trailing drawdown. Still you have some confusion about the trailing drawdown, let me know. I'll explain the trailing drawdown as well. If you don't have, or if I miss your comment, please just ask the question to the main room in Discord. You will get the reply for sure. For anyone will give you the reply. However, intraday is like unrealized profit. Even if you are in a profit and get stopped out to the break even, you will still be in a loss. But end of the day means you took profit, it's a profit. You took loss, it's a loss. Otherwise, if you there is nothing like confusing, there is nothing confusing. It's like simple trading, the things that is the end of the day. But intraday is a bit different. Again, if you have any confusion, you can ask me that question. 150K is just $59. In my opinion, this is a great opportunity to go for the 150K account. I prefer personally I prefer 150K because it will give you a bigger room. So So if you did some mistake, you will have an opportunity to correct your mistake. But like 50K to 25K is absolutely, I mean, in my opinion, it's shit. 50K is okay, but they have a smaller buffer. Okay, so if you do some mistake, that account is gone almost every time. But 150K is really good for the buffering. Again, the code is T2T. If you would love to get that 90% discount, you'll get the commission, I mean, the discount by the using that code T2T. Okay. However, I would love to come in a short. I would love to talk about a bit about the current situation. I would love to go to weekly chart, and I would love to show you the current price action here. So overall, this sell side liquidity is not my target. My target is this sell side liquidity, more importantly, this gap, and I'm more interested to see this volume imbalance, to be honest. Whatever I'm going to say over here, please make sure that it's not about anything like side. I'm not taking any side or anything. I'm just interested about the market. Okay, so how the market is going to work and how this political situation is going to impact on the current market situation. The world is just witnessing the situation from with Iran, Middle East, and American Israel. So American Israel is just attacking to Iran, and Iran is just attacking the six Gulf countries like Qatar, Bahrain, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Israel, all of them. Okay, they have attacked to Cyprus as well. I mean, whoever is helping America, they're just attacking them by the missile. Now, in my opinion, by watching a lot of news, whatever I'm thinking is Trump didn't expect that Iran will strike back because they're the superpower, right? America and Israel, against them, nobody can stand in this world. At right now, nobody can stand. If you are a human being and if you have a common sense, you can understand that. Against America and Israel, nobody can stand in this world. Simply nobody. Where Iran is standing, they're not standing. Their supreme leaders are already killed, so they're striking back. Like a lot of missiles are hitting on Israel, so there'll be a here and there, a lot of strikes. Now, in my opinion, Trump didn't expect this going to happen. So he had a plan. He has already talked about that, right? It's gonna be very short period of time, and within 1 week, it's gonna be end or something like that. Blah 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 blah. They planned these things like this way. Started they will start to attack Iran. They will kill the supreme leader of Iran. One Sunday, they will force the Iran to surrender, or like for some kind of diplomatic table. They will sit on the diplomatic table or something like that. One Monday, everyone will come. They will know that Trump won this war, and the market will start to jump. This was the plan. But unfortunately, the plan didn't work. Again, this is just my opinion. Plan didn't work, and why it is important, I'll be there within a moment. When the plan didn't work and Iran started to strike back, the way Trump thought it's going to happen, it's not happening like the same way. Instead, it's just going to be a disaster. It's just going to be a disaster, in my opinion. If it continues one more month, it's gonna turn into the World War III. I mean, if Iran survive for 1 month here, it's gonna be turned into the third World War III. It's my opinion again. As the things is not happening the way Trump thought, and it is going to impact on oil market as well as the stock market. Trump will try to hold the market at least for 1 or 2 days. So 1 or 2 days he will show that, or all the media all over the world, the media will show that America is going to win this war within 1 week. So no need to panic. Invest on the stock market. No need to worry about that. It's just a 1 week of matter. Okay, no need to get panic. Invest, keep investing. Some people are still in panic. Most of them are thinking, oh man, America's superpower. Iran is nothing against them. We don't need to worry about that. So we can just make the things simple. The trading can simple. The invest can simple. No need to withdraw the money. So it's gonna be simple. Everything is gonna be simple. But slowly, as I told, if within like maximum 2 to 3 days, within 2 to 3 days, everything is gonna be clear. Is Iran is going to survive by this war? because they're the survival for 4,000 years, right? For last 4,000 years, they never got, how to say, invaded by any other countries in this world because of their, geographical uh, position or all of these things, other things. I'm not going inside that area. If they can survive at least 3 to 4 days, this stock market is going to fall dramatically. It's not going to stop by taking these lows. It's not going to stop by taking these lows. It's not going to stop over here. It's coming for this liquidity void, at least over here. In the same time, when the market maker is here and he's seeing this situation, they know what is going to happen, because they are the supreme, right? They are the leader. They are the leader. The market maker, the Trump, they are the leader. So for first 1 or 2 days, they will send the market a bit higher, to show that nothing is happening. It's You don't need to worry about the Middle East. Okay, it's our game, man. It's the ball is in our court, so you don't need to worry about that. But within 2 to 3 days, I believe the media's propaganda will be over, and everyone will start to see what is happening. Again, please don't think it's a personal thing. I'm just saying how this market is going to work. Remember, if it doesn't happen, then tell me that. 1 or 2 days, the market maker will try to hold the market around here 1 or 2 days. Okay, more 1 or 2 days. They will show that it's still okay. It's still okay. There is nothing wrong. But after 1 or 2 days, when everything will be clear to all the investors, they will see that the Hormuz Punali, I mean the Hormuz, the canal, Hormuz canal, that's closed, that's blocked. Oil is not passing through that canal. The oil is rising to 120, $130 the barrel. They will get panic. They will start to sell the stock, and then that's gonna be a disaster of the world economy. This impact is going to be, here on this market, in Nasdaq market, in S&P market, in Dow market. They are going to be the sufferer for this situation. So if it start to fall right now, that means Trump is wrong. I don't think so. Trump will accept that to send the market lower right now. So he will try to hold the market a bit above by the propaganda, by the fake news or something like nothing is happening. No need to worry about that. It's our code or something like that, and then market will fall. That is my opinion. So be careful for next 1 or 2 days. It's not bearish yet to me. It's a bullish market. Still, it's a bullish market. All the bull run is a fake run. It's just proof that I am I'm the ball is on my court. So right now, today and tomorrow, I will expect this is a bullish market. Within 1 or 2 days, if the war is not done, I promise you, brother, this is gonna be a big fall, a huge fall. So next 1 or 2 days, I'll prefer to think about buy rather than selling, depending on the current world situation. Okay, of course we'll see the price action, but in my mind, I'm thinking how this is going to work. Now, again, I repeat one more time. I'm not saying Iran is going to win this war. I'm not saying America is going to win this war. I'm not saying everything is going to be disaster. I'm not saying everything is going to be fine. All I'm saying, what is happening, what we are seeing, and why we are seeing that. When we'll start to see the right things, what is going to happen. So be very careful, and and of course, trading is just your decision. Take your decision very wisely. Don't look at the price. First look at the market. I mean, look at the world situation, the news. Okay, open the CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera, all the local news you have. Open them, watch the news. If you are a trader, watch the news. What is happening? Try to understand the fact. What is happening? Try to see what you are not seeing, what they don't want you to see. That's the trap. This is how the bubble happened. This is how the big crash happened. This is how the big fall happened. This is how the, like, everything happens like that way, because nobody cares. They only see what the media wants you to see. Don't look what the media is trying to show you. If you are a trader, try to see something that's nobody's showing you. Try to see that. Okay, however, I'm bullish actually. for this buy side liquidity over here. See this buy side liquidity. I'm more interested to see this buy side liquidity. Market will go toward that buy side liquidity. Of course, I'll see if it started to fall. The 15 minute, yeah, this is the 15-minute last FBZ. You can see from the daily chart. From the daily chart, it's respected from this area, so it seems like this sell side liquidity is going to be cleared. But this is this is the low, okay, short term low that has been cleared over here. Liquidity has been cleared. This is that volume imbalance. Yesterday market perfectly respected that volume imbalance. Today also market didn't yet close below this volume imbalance. So if it closed below this volume imbalance, then maybe we can think about the sell. Hourly last FBZ, you can see here, this that hourly last FBZ. Market has cleared almost every single short of sell side liquidity has been cleared. Then lowest down close body close candle, order block, trade that order block. Let's see if it can start to go higher for this clean beautiful buy side liquidity. So beautiful buy side liquidity. From the 15-minute chart, this is that 15-minute last FBZ. From the 15-minute chart, all the liquidity has been cleared. Interested to see, can the market go for this buy side liquidity? I don't need the run toward that buy side liquidity. I mean, sorry, until the buy side liquidity. All I need some sort of run toward that buy side liquidity. Overnight big run can cause the morning session floppy or choppy. If any of you would love to take the sell, you are welcome to go for that. I'm not interested to look for the sell. I'm watching this gap over here. I'm not going to mark the regular trading hour gap because you can see here the gap is over here. I'm just not interested to mark this whole gap over here is a huge gap. Just not interested to mark that whole gap. You can mark it if you want. I'm just watching how market is going to work with this gap. Not interested to take any kind of buy from this gap. We'll wait for seeing that if it can build any sort of bullish order block. I'm not bearish. I'm not interested to take sell. Even if it fall, take, I mean, just fall, okay, keep falling, keep falling, keep falling. I'm not interested to take the sell. I will try to look for the buy either from this area, that means market fall came here. I'll try to look for a buy from there, or I will try to look for a buy while this market will clear some sort of liquidity from 1 minute chart here, relatively equal lows. It has been cleared, then give me a buying opportunity. I'll go for that buy. Or if the market build a bullish order block from this gap, try to take the buy from that order block. You want to take the sell, you're welcome to go for that sell. If I don't find this opportunity to take the buy, I'm not going to take any trade. You want to go for the trade, you're welcome, go for the trade, whatever it is, a buy sell, buy sell, buy sell, whatever it is, go for that. I will only frame the buy. If I find the buying opportunity, I'll take the buy. If there is no buying opportunity, I'm not going for any kind of trade. Thank you for understanding, guys. Please don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to our channel if you are new over here. I believe you will learn something from this guy. Yeah, I know his pronunciation is not good. His name is Titu. He's from Bangladesh, a 34 years old guy who has near about 8 years experience of trading, but still is not a teacher. He's just learning like you, brother. But again, if you like the way I read the market, the way I think, don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to our channel over here. The market has cleared this relatively equal lows, has been rejecting from the 15-minute last FVZ over here. Lowest down close body close candle is my order block. So if the body can close out this order block, I'll start to look for a buying opportunity from this order block. Now I need to see how much is going to be the stop loss, because if the stop loss is too much, then maybe I won't be able to take this trade. Otherwise, my first trade for today, I'll take the risk for 35 and I have no other way. Okay, if the body close above this, I'll try to take the buy. Again, I will try to take it, and then if I get stopped out, I'll go for re-entry, because I'm not able to put the stop loss exactly where I should put it. Market didn't close above this line, so still the order block is not valid. It has to close above this order block before going higher. Okay, so if I would love to take the entry, it has to first close above this order block, then I'll try to take the entry from this order block. One more thing, I'm not able to put my stop loss below this order block. You can go for it. I can't do that. This is the last line I can put my stop loss. So I'll try to put the stop loss over here, and we'll see if market fail to take that low. I'll take re-entry if I get stopped out. However, I'm not interested to enter over here. I'm going to miss this trade. I don't give a shit. It has to close first above this order block, then I'll try to take the entry from this order block. The first trade for today, we don't have any news around 10 a.m. So I don't, okay man, I think I'm going to miss this trade. No worries, I will try to find some other way to find the buying opportunity. Again, I have already explained you why I'm looking for the buy. You want to take the sell, please go for that. We'll see if I can take some entry over here or not. I don't think so I'm going to get the opportunity, but we'll see. Because it's already too much. You can see it's already 53 handle away from my chart. If this candle could close above this order block, that could be my entry already. But unfortunately, didn't do that. So I have to wait to see, is it gonna be the market structure shift, entry fair value gap, breakaway gap to be traded, and is it going to build another order block from this 22 IT model or not? After clearing the liquidity, market structure shift, fair value gap, breakaway gap, tap to this entry gap, didn't come to this breakaway gap, so I didn't get the entry. Trade this entry gap, build an order block. I'll try to take the buy from that order block again. Are you chasing the market? No, I'm not chasing the market. Please, brother. Chasing market is different matter. When you don't know that, sorry, you're not seeing that market is actually taking any liquidities. Instead of that, it's going too far, and you are trying to take that buy. It's called chasing market. But when I'm seeing this market has cleared some liquidity, first opportunity is from here, which is that order block. Second opportunity is to take the buy from this entry fair value gap over here. See this entry fair value gap? The entry is from here, and third opportunity is going to be if the order block has been created from this entry gap, the entry buy from there, it's going to be the third opportunity. So let's see if the market doesn't want to come to this breakaway gap. Instead of that, would love to work with this entry gap from the 22 IT model. I'll try to take the buy from this order block if I don't get the entry from here. You want to take the buy? Sorry, sell, please go for that. Wherever you find the selling opportunity, please go for that. I will count 5 candle to see if I can get the entry. Okay, 5 candle. 1, 2. This is the second candle. I think this candle has given me the entry. Perfect. Put it here, and I'll go for 1:1 partial. So 35 handle, right? This is 35 handle. I'll try to go for 1:2. I don't care, brother. Where is your entry? Where is your stop loss? I don't care. All I care, did I get 1:1 partial? Yes, I'm good. No, I'm not good. I have to look for new entry opportunity. I'm not putting the limit order over there. Let's see if it stopped me out or not, because my stop loss is very tight over here. Just covered that area, right? So I'm going to see if it wants to stop me out, or does it want to go higher. If it start to go higher, I'll put my limit order over there, partial limit order. My stop loss is very tight. If I get stopped out over here, I will see does it take that low or not. If it doesn't take that low, then I will look for the re-entry opportunity from that area again. It's time to hold your breath, pray to God, please work, please work, please work, please work, please work. No man, it's not that time. You put your stop loss to the logical level, and not the logical level actually. It's a bit tight, but still. Okay, I got a stop out, I guess. I should get a stop out. It will be loaded and I'll get a stop out. I'll just watch if this low is taken or not. If this low is not taken, if it's this low is not taken, market closed above this order block, I'll take re-entry over here again. It will keep falling, and market will keep falling, take that relatively equal lows again, and then it will start to go higher again. Maybe I will have nothing to do, but as long as this low is not taken, this low is not taken, this is a valid setup to me. I know why I get stopped out here, because my stop loss was tight. I was not able to cover that low. Okay, so this low, as I was not able to cover that low because of the stop loss, I got prematurely, I got stopped out. I will wait to see if it can close above this area again to take the re-entry. Otherwise, if this low is taken, that means it's not valid anymore. What else can you do? Brother, I'm not interested to go for this trade. Okay, so other then don't take it, because I can't, you can't put the stop loss below this low. You don't want to take the risk, then don't go for the trade. I have to take that risk because it could simply tap over here, started to go higher. I have to take that risk. It will start to keep falling. I don't care. I'll not take any short of sell. I'll keep waiting for the buy side liquidity. For me right now, if this low is not taken and the market closed above this word block again, I'll take re-entry from that word block. If this low is taken, then I will wait for the new entry opportunity. All I'm seeing is this low is going to be cleared or not. This low is taken, body closed one tick below this low, this re-entry is not valid anymore. But if the body doesn't close below this low, just went a bit lower the week and then started to go higher, I'm good to go for the buy again while it will go above this order block. By the way, your bias can be bearish, right? You can start to think about sell. So if you find the selling opportunity, please go for that. Wherever you will find the selling opportunity, please go for that. I'm not interested to take any sort of sell. I will not take any sell. I will only go for the buy. If you think it's a sell, go for that. I am bearish, but not for today, not for tomorrow, maybe 1 or 2 days, depending on the situation. Okay, then I will start to think about the sell. But until now, I mean, at least for today, I'm not bearish. While I have seen the sell side liquidity has been cleared, it's 15-minute last FBZ as well as hourly last FBZ as well as like the, how to say that, I mean, everything is holding the market here. Hourly last FBZ, 15-minute last FBZ, 1 minute last FBZ, every single thing is holding the market over here. I'm more interested to see stick for the buy again. So I'll take the rebuy while the market will close above this order block, because market didn't close below this line over here. Instead of that, it has been rejected from there. Okay, so it will close above this. I'll take the rebuy. And this time I'm not going to take the limit order. The body will close above this line. I'll take the buy. One tick above this line, I'll take the buy. Okay, I don't know why it's showing that I'm already in a trade. Uh, I don't know why it's showing that. Okay, I'm just going to close it. Uh, how to manage this? I'm just going to close it. Okay, I think I have done something mistake. I have to wait for this candle to close above this line, then I have to in a trade. Okay, please, I'm gonna hide it because otherwise it seems like I'm over trading over here. That end should be after the body close above this line. So it will close one tick above this line. I should be in a trade already. I'm afraid that I'm going to miss the trade if it will close one tick above this line. I have to be in that trade. However, if you are bearish, please take the sell. Wherever you find the selling opportunity, please go for that. Wow, look at this. This is called beauty. I didn't notice that before. Body close below this line, entry is not valid from this order block. If the body close below this line, then I have to wait for a new entry opportunity. I will look for a new entry opportunity. Last FVG, holding the market, sending it lower to take some sort of liquidity. I'm absolutely okay with that. Doesn't need to do that, but if it do that. Those people who are thinking that, oh, this guy has taken a loss of 30, 35 handle. Just look at the candle size, 52 handle. I'm not going to mark this one. I'm not going to mark this one. I'm not going to mark this one. Just do that. Then it is not valid anymore from this order block. I have to wait for a new opportunity to be created before going for the trade. Market has cleared all of this liquidity by trading the last FBZ by leaving this clean buy side liquidity over here around this area. So I'm happy that I'll be able to enter much more lower area. Is this going for the sell side liquidity at first before going higher? We'll see that. I will only look for the buy. No sell is valid to me. I will not go for any sort of sell. All the sell, I'll let them go, then I'll frame the buy. So market will fall. I'm watching where it can fall. Maximum it can fall for this clean lows. So market will take that clean lows, then it will start to go higher. I'm absolutely okay with that. We'll frame the buy again after clearing this liquidity by trading this last FVZ. I'm just not interested to take the sell. That's all. For example, if I was tilting, then I could take the sell from this gap right now, exactly from that gap for this sell side liquidity. If I were tilting, I'm not interested to tilt today. So I'm bullish. I will only frame the buy setup. I don't care about the fall. This is just for the observation. We'll see the observing. We'll keep observing this trade from here to this liquidity. Then we'll start to see how I can go for this buy side liquidity. I'm interested only to go for this buy side liquidity. No buying opportunity here until here. Right now I don't have the buying opportunity to it. So now right now just the selling opportunity for this sell side liquidity. No buying opportunity right now. Only selling opportunity for this sell side liquidity from this gap. Right now, at least right now, no buying opportunity yet. Only sell. I'm not selling, so I'm not taking this sell. I'm waiting for the buy. My first trade didn't work. My first trade didn't work. I'm waiting for the next opportunity. I think my point is clear. I'm avoiding this sell from this gap. Okay, I'm avoiding this sell because I'm not bearish. So I will let this market to fall, take that liquidity, then we'll start to look for buy again. if it wants to fall actually for this sell side liquidity. If I would love to take the buy, what I can do right now, exactly to this situation, market didn't, for example, this is for the sake of this conversion, market didn't fall from here, didn't take this liquidity, started to go higher. How you are going to take the buy? I will wait for this market to go one tick above this high. See this high above here? If it go above this high, one tick above this high, and there is a bullish gap, whatever one tick bullish gap, this high has been shifted, there is one tick bullish gap, I'm interested to take the buy from that bullish gap for this buy side liquidity. Not only this buy side liquidity, I'll keep going higher, but before that I really prefer that market to fall for this sell side liquidity from this gap. We'll see that. However, if I were in this trade, I wouldn't be survived because of the volatility, I guess. Yeah, I wouldn't be survived because I would put my stop loss over here just by covering this gap, one tick or something like that, and I would get stopped out by the wick. See here, we did the damage, and after getting stopped me out, I would see that market is falling for this liquidity. Unfortunately, this market is really tough for me to trade because the stop loss is too big. You can see exactly over here 35 handle, just covered that last gap, that is 35 handle, fortunately. So even if I were framing this sell, I wouldn't be survived over here. I can't put my stop loss above this high because this high should not be cleared if this market would love to go for this liquidity. It should not take that high. I can't put my entry here and put my stop loss above that high. I can't do that because of the volatility. Overnight big run can cause the morning session choppy, so be very careful. Wait, keep waiting, keep waiting. If you are bullish, only frame the buy setup. If you are bearish, only go for the sell setup. I'm not bearish, so I will not talk about the bear setup. Just this one is the last one. So otherwise this I will not talk about the bear setup anymore. I'll only look for the buy setup. If I got the buy, I'll go for that buy. It will fall or not, I don't care because I'm not interested to see the fall. I'm only interested to see the buy. After this, I will not talk about the sell anymore. Maybe I would take re-entry over here if I got stopped out here and I saw the body close below this gap. And I would take re-entry because I already got stopped out over here because of my tight stop loss. Unfortunately, okay. Again, I'm saying what I would do because of the volatility. It's not something like I'm wrong over here. No, my stop loss can't be like here. If I'm wrong, what is going to happen? I'm going to get a 100 handle loss. I'm not interested to take that 100 handle loss. So for me, like 30 handle, 32 handle in this volatile area is good. Whoever is willing to take the buy right now, please go for that. Right now, I'm not expecting any sort of buy as my bias is bullish. So I'm not interested to take the sell. Otherwise, I would go for the sell from this gap for this sell side liquidity at first. Then after clearing this sell side liquidity, I will start to look for the buy. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to stop here to wait for this market to come here, and then I'll look for the buy from there. Or if the market failed to clear that low, I'll be very happy because I'm bullish. I don't want to see the sell, but some of you are selling, so I think for you guys it should fall at least for the sell side liquidity. It should go for that. However, if it doesn't go, it doesn't come here. Instead of that, go one tick above this high. I'll try to look for the buy from that area. Any sort of bullish fair value gap, I'll look for the buy. For right now, gun to my head, this gap will hold the market, send it lower for this liquidity. Again, this gap means entry gap. This is the last gap. Both of these gap are important. However, this gap send the market for this sell side liquidity. Then I will start to look for the buy from there. Why you're not taking this sell? Because I'm not bearish. I'm not interested to take the sell just because of that. Okay. I'm more interested to look for the buy. So whenever I'll find the buying opportunity, I'll go for that. By the way, guys, can you hear me? Hear me? I mean, is my voice is clear? That for the innocent people on both sides. Yes, brother. It's the no war can bring the happiness in this world. War can't be the peach solution. The solution can't be the what war. In my opinion, brother. Hey JB, good morning. It's empty. Where is it? I don't know. Why are we not giving priority to the 1 hour fair value gap. Which fair value gap you're talking about, Dora? I'm giving the priority to the bullish fair value gap. 1 hour last fair value gap, 50-minute last FVZ. Which one you're talking about? Hey, check SMT. What do you SM? Oh, this. The first sure this guy is falling for this liquidity, right? The weakest sister has cleared the liquidity. So strongest sister, how can she leave that liquidity? So it's for sure is coming for that. Again, yesterday I do the tilting. Today I'm not going for this sell just because I'm not going, my bias is not bearish. Remember what I'm saying. If your bias is bearish, this is your selling opportunity. My bias is not bearish. I'm not taking the sell just because my bias is not bearish. I think my point is clear to you. I'm not interested to influence you to go for buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. I am bullish. I will only look for the buy. Wherever I'll find the buying opportunity, I'll go for the buy. So right now, what I'm seeing, market will trade this gap, it will take this liquidity, then it will start to go higher. I'm waiting for that area. If your bias is bearish, you can go for that sell. So what is the importance for being a biased based trader? If you have the bias, you will let the opposite run to go. For example, this didn't work. That was my expectation and it didn't work. Market didn't fall, didn't take that liquidity, and just took this low and then started to go higher because I'm expecting this market will go higher. Depending on all the price action, I'm interested to see the bullish market. So it doesn't need to clear the sell side liquidity right now, right? So I'm more interested to see the bullishness where I'm framing the sell. I know that it doesn't need to take that liquidity because of my analysis of the price action. I know this is a bullish market. Why I'll take that sell. Then for those people who are looking for the sell, they have a thousands logic to send the market lower, right? So when they're sending the market lower by their price analysis or whatever it is, they're sending the market lower. They know this market is going to fall, right? This run doesn't need to appear on the chart. It doesn't need to appear on the chart. If it happens, they don't care. They're not going to take the buy over here. They're going to let the buy go. Instead of that, they will frame the sell. So for me, I'm selling. So I'm more interested to take the sell rather than taking a buy. The market has cleared that liquidity over here, but still, we'll see. This morning session is gonna be a choppy morning session. Just remember that. After a big night overrun, overnight big run, morning session can be a choppy session. Very, very, very choppy session. Yes, sister. Of course, you can give the priority of that bearish gap, and that has, of course, a value. But it's still, this is the last FVZ, right? From the 50-minute chart, from the daily, hourly chart, from so beautiful bullish FVZ. I'm going to give highest priority to the bullish FVZ, last FVZ, rather than the bearish area. And I can see that market left this beautiful buy side liquidity open over there. That beautiful liquidity is open over there. I'm more interested to see if it can go for that buy side liquidity rather than the all-time low or the sell side liquidity, which is over here. And this, I'm just not interested to see liquidity to be cleared. Right now, this market will fall, take that liquidity, then I'll start to look for buy again. However, if your bias is bearish, this is a selling opportunity. Remember that. If you took that sell, don't frame the buy. Practice this slowly, but definitely you will improve, brother. I promise you, brother. Why everyone is quiet? The bearish. Okay, okay, okay. 9:36 a.m. candle is the first presented fair value gap, in my opinion, and I'll not take long until we are above it. 9:36. You can see this is a beautiful first presented gap. Thank you for that information, Miki. I just took one trade, brother. It didn't work. Story, uh, story. I'll say story. I just took a losing trade. One trade, that's a losing trade. After that, I'm waiting for the next trade, brother. No, brother. Yesterday PM session, I have framed four trade, two loss, two win. One loss was 23 handle, one loss was 24 handle, one win was 54 handle, I guess. One was 70 handle, one was 54 handle, something like that. Yeah, one was 55 handle, one was 80 handle, 70 handle, not 80 actually, 70. Loss was 24 handle, 23 handle. So I framed the PM session 4 handle. The morning session, yeah, I did the tilt here. One win, one loss. One win, one loss. It was happening like that way. And the last trade was absolutely shit. And today's morning session, I framed one buy, didn't work. Talking about this sell, but not taking it because my bias is bullish. So I'll go for only buy. That's why I'm not going to frame this sell. However, if I would frame this sell, it would be a losing trade as well because I had to cover this gap only, and this week would stop me out for sure. So it would. I'm saying you the truth. I would get a stop out over here because I would just cover that gap by my stop loss because it was 35 handle. You can see over here around this area. I have to cover this gap. There is no other way. So what I would do, I would just cover that gap by one tick or something like that. By 35 handle, I would get stopped out over here. Yeah, of course, that is different thing. I would take a re-entry. That's a different thing. But of course, it would be a losing trade. Again, I know I have to put my stop loss over here. I can't do it over there. You can do it. Put it over there. I have no problem with that. Hey Ellie, how are you, sister? Everything's cool, sister. So yesterday PM session, brother, I have framed four trade, two losing trade for like 46 handle and two winning trade for 125 handle. I think it was a fair thing, right? And if you come here, it's awesome. If it takes 50 handle stop, it counts as two losses, and I'm done. Yes, brother, you can think like that way. I prefer to give two chances. So first chance it didn't work, so I prefer a stop loss very small, as long as as small as I can. Okay, this is a really highly volatile market. I mean, you can see this 1 minute candle. I'll go for with this candle, right? Is a 84 handle. 1 minute is equal to 84 handle. It's kind of shit. I'm good. I had a flu last week. The market is so volatile. Absolutely, sister. Because the world is volatile right now. When the world will be okay, the market will be okay again. Let the world to be okay again. I'm bullish. I'm waiting for this liquidity to be cleared before going higher. Any kind of buy right now is not a valid buy to me. No buy is valid as long as this liquidity is not being cleared or this high is not going to be shifted. If this high is shifted, yeah, buy is good. As long as this high is not shifted or this liquidity is not taken, no buy is valid to me. I'm bullish. I will only look for the buying opportunity. However, it has provided you a lot of selling opportunity, to be honest. Lot of selling opportunity. Yes, sir, I'm long. Catch. I'm more interested to go for the long. And I just talked about that just before 9:30, around 9:30, why I'm looking for the long. It's not about the price action, it's about the global situation actually. Ellie, are you okay now, sister? The market is building set from both buy and sell side means a chop. Absolutely, sister. Overnight big run means morning session chop most of the time. Overnight big run, it means market came from here to here, right here to here, right? Near about 500 handle market fall around the overnight. uh, it's really a big fall. Now morning session can be chopped, but however, is there anyone who is in a trade right now from this gap to take the sell for this sell side liquidity? Is there anyone? I just for asking, okay? I'm not taking it just because I am bullish, so I will only go for the buy. Just because of that, okay? Otherwise, I could say that, okay, brother, that's a losing trade, buy losing trade, no problem. I'm going to switch my bias, going for this sell side liquidity from this gap. That's going to be a winning trade. My loss is going to be mitigated, and I'm going to be a winner over here from here to here, which is near about 84 handle. I'm going to get that boom, 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 boom. Is there anyone who is in this sell? Or you are in this sell? Can you explain, please? What should I explain, brother? Why? Can you explain, please? I have already explained that, brother. It's a long talk. Yes, I'm okay. Thanks. I was longing to trade, and it's such a difficult, volatile market now. So have to keep myself very disciplined. Absolutely, sister. You took on loss, stop. You took on profit, stop. This is highly volatile. You won't be survived. The differences between highly volatile market and low volatile market is even though it is respecting the PDRS, you are not able to put your stop loss to the most logical level because it's gonna be like 100 handle stop loss, 80 handle stop loss. It's not trading, it's gambling. If I take an entry here, okay, in a normal market and put my stop loss 100 handle, then target another one 200 handle, man, it's not trading where the whole day market move like 200 300 handle, not today actually, in the whole day market move 200 300 handle where I'm taking 100 handle loss. It's not trading, it means like I don't know what I'm doing. So what we do, we go for 20 handle risk for 40 handle 30 handle, something like that. Just this is gonna be our trade in a volatile market like today. I prefer to go for 30 to 35 handle maximum, for 50 to 60 handle, 70 handle, something like that maximum, because this is highly volatile. So this is going to be my trade. Now, if I would love to put it anywhere for buy or sell, I'm not going to be survive over here, right? Very tough market if it is highly volatile. I'm watching how this market is going to clear that liquidity before giving me the buying opportunity. I'm interested to look for the buy again. That's a good thing. Oh man, it's really disaster. I will consider buy once the market stops making lower lows. Okay, brother. Thank you. That's a good hindsight, brother. I'm in cell 520. You are in a cell 520, 520, 520. You are in a cell around 520. Okay. If you are in a cell from 520, make sure you have taken some partial. I don't know where is your stop loss, but if you are in a cell from 520, right here, it has already given you like opportunities like 40 handle, something like that. 40 handle has already given you the opportunity, so make sure you have taken some partial, brother. Please try to make sure you have taken some partial at least. I scalped short for of one on first presented favorable gap twice. Okay, now stop, sister. If you have traded today twice, now stop. Let other people to make some money from that area. Brief trades winners. Congratulations, boom for you, Sophia. 30 handle is scalping, 100 handle is day trading. Brother, I think we have talked about that yesterday. I don't want to bring it here. Please, please, brother. Please. I agree with you, okay? You're right, I'm wrong. This is scalping. Thank you so much. I'm gonna agree with you. Exited sell too choppy and it's forming buy side liquidity as it chops down. I agree with you, brother, because it has to take that liquidity, then it has to go higher again to take the buy side liquidity. So I'm waiting to see this market to clear that liquidity, then I would frame the buy side, frame the buy for the buy side liquidity. I don't want to take any short of buy before taking this low. It has to fall. It has to take that liquidity. It's something not like it's an option. It's not an option. It has to fall. It has to take that liquidity. Then I will start to think about the buy. Or this market will leave this liquidity and it has to go one tick above this high. Then I will start to think about the buy, which is high probability gun to my head. Market is going to take that liquidity for sure. After clearing this liquidity, then I will start to think about a buy. It's not an option. It's something like it has to do that. I had a winner in learning sessions, so patience is key now. Oh, okay. So you have already taken a winning trade. Don't touch this market. Overnight big run means don't touch the morning session. I promise you, sister, if I know you are with me in Discord, around the PM session, I'll frame you a beautiful setup around the PM session. Most beautiful setup. This morning session is gonna be the toughest session ever. That 500 handle fall. The overnight 500 handle, man. It's not small. Market open here 6 a.m. Okay, 6 p.m. Sorry, 6. How to say that? 6 p.m. Just here, market open, went a bit higher, came here. This is the high. This is the fall. 641 handle. Market fall overnight. This is the morning session. Expected morning session. Choppy morning session. People will try to make so much money. Gapped down, right? Closed here yesterday, gapped down. Texel, 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 because previously it worked so beautifully here. It beautifully worked here. Gapped up, market went higher. Gap down, market fall. Gap down, market fall. Gapped up, market went higher. Okay. Then it started to say no more gap down, market fall. Gap up, market fall. No more that. Today, not going to work like that way again. Keep falling? No. It will take that liquidity, start to go higher. This buy side liquidity, or at least until the 50% of this gap. That in a moment. Morning session, market open, doing the consolidation. Why? This is the fall from here to here, the fall, overnight fall. That is the fall. This is the cause for this beautiful price action over here. PM session, come back. You will make 80 handle, 90 handle, 100 handle by taking a risk of 22 handle, 23 handle around the PM session. A very good price action. Don't believe me? Don't forget to recheck the market around the PM session. 1250 to 345. Stop loss close to hit 545. Just hit 25 point loss. Stop doing trading right now. Then you got stopped out. Just just take a break. Take a breath. Wicks do the damage. Sometimes it shit happens. This is a highly volatile market. I know that you won't be able to put your stop loss. I was not able to put my stop loss. If I wanted to take the sell from here, from this gap, not the first presented gap, I just added it for extra confluences. I'm not seeing the first presented gap. I'm watching this gap over here. This gap, this liquidity. Simple. From here to here. Weak, how far? Last gap over there. This is the last gap. Maximum can reach until this last gap, or highest up close body close candle, which is the order block. Close tapped here, falling. Good. Liquidity will be traded, taken. I will start to look for the buying opportunity then. Building a lot of buy side liquidity over here, right? One opportunity, two opportunity, three opportunity. I don't know it will give me another opportunity or not. Take the sell. You're right, I'm wrong. No, I think I'm not a scalper, okay? But he's saying that I'm a scalper. Okay, then I'm okay with that. No need to argue with that, right? That's not a topics to argue to make the argument, in my opinion. Okay, so this liquidity is taken. Now interested to look for the buy. If it come here, that's the best case of scenario. I don't need it to come here, but if it come over here, which is the 1 minute last 1 minute 22 YT model FVZ over here, that's the best case of scenario. Okay, so if it come here, I'll start to look for the buying opportunity from there with so much confidence. If it doesn't come here, I don't need to see it to come here, but it would be awesome if it could come over here. So sell is done for me. Now I will start to look for buy again, as long as this market is above this 50-minute last FVZ. It is going to close below this last FVZ. My trading is done for today. One loss, I'm done for today. So market tap to this 22 YT model FVZ, the 22 YT model unfinished business. So market fall, took that liquidity series relatively equal loss. Market structure shift, entry fair value gap, breakaway gap or the last FVZ. Now it was an unfinished business. Market came here, finished that unfinished business. Time to see if it can provide me the buying opportunity right now. It's time to think about a buy right now. For me, again. Everyone is watching the market like oh man, what is going to happen now? Is it going to fall, keep falling? Is it going to reverse right now? I'm interested to take the buy right now. I am watching this market to see a buying opportunity right now. You are seeing a selling opportunity. For example, your bias is sell. You didn't take any sell over here. Stop looking for the sell. You are not allowed to take any short of sell from here. As long as this market is not going to take some sort of buy side liquidity, you are not allowed to take the sell. Your bias is bearish, but you are not allowed to chase the market. Here, pushing the button is called chasing the market. You miss the entry here, you missed the opportunity. There is no more opportunity for you to take the sell. You don't want to take the buy, it's absolutely okay. You are bearish, it's absolutely okay. But here, now you are not allowed to take any short of sell right now. This is called chasing market. Liquidity has been cleared. Market is trading the bullish P area. Why you are looking for the sell right now? And where the market is still left a lot of buy side liquidity. Didn't clear any buy side liquidity. It's not your turn. It's not your time to think about a sell right now. Try to understand the fact, brother. Trading is not only pushing the button. Trading is understanding where you are pushing the button, why you are pushing the button, and when you are going to push that button, depending on what you are going to push that button for trading. Watching how this is going to work. As long as it is inside this gap, 15-minute gap, anywhere I'll get the opportunity, I'll take the buy. Mark 50-minute candle close below this gap. Maybe I'll not look for any sort of buy anymore, but I'll stop taking any trades. I'll just read the market. I'll not go for any sort of trade, uh, sell trade or something like that. But we can switch the bias. Of course, you can do that, but I'm not interested to switch the bias right now. Let me see if I have any other last FVZ from 1 minute chart or not. I don't think so. I have any. Do I have anything important? Nothing important. Important, nothing, nothing, nothing. Now I will hold my breath and stay quiet, keep waiting for the opportunities. The opportunity it will give me, I'll take that. Market opened not even 1 hour. So I'm not in rush. We'll see if the market can provide me that opportunity to give me that buying opportunity. I'll go for that buy. Remember, this market is not in a big bear mode yet. It will take 1 or 2 more days, maybe today or maybe tomorrow. It will take 1 or 2 more days to stay here. It's in consolidation zone. It's not bear yet. It's not bullish yet. It's in consolidation mode. So this consolidation mode will be on for next 1 or 2 days, and then the big fall is going to come if the war is not done. I would love to see what is happening in Dow actually. Dow is all-time low, I guess, around the all-time low. Yeah, taking everything. Really awesome. Yes is also all-time low. All-time low. I mean, by all-time low means like all of this consolidation low. Okay, Nasdaq is rejecting, yet it's not all-time low. This is the lows you are seeing in Dow and ES has been cleared like so beautifully. This lows has been cleared, but Nasdaq still didn't clear that. February 06 daily week quadrant, check it. February 06 daily week quadrant, check it. Daily week quadrant. Uh, what is daily week quadrant, brother? Oh, daily week with WICK week. Okay, I got you. This one? We have already talked about that. Oh no, we didn't. Didn't. We have actually talked about the weekly one. We have already talked about the weekly one, this one. But I didn't see the daily one. Okay, thank you, brother, for saying me this. I will keep this line so on my chart. I'd love to keep that on my chart. 1 minute chart. Yeah, thank you, brother, for this hindsight. I'll watch them. Good morning, Raman. Raman, good morning, brother. Like to break daily low. Inversion traveling on the buy. Okay, my bad. Okay, 370. 370, 370. You wanna take a buy from there? Good. Okay. I will see if I can find the buying opportunity. I feel useful. You feel useful, brother. Where you from, Mickey? It's just at upper quadrant. Yes, sir. I am seeing that right now. It is trading the upper quadrant. I'm seeing if it can go to the 50% of the week at first, and then we'll see if it can provide the opportunity to take the buy. If price is going is about low of the day. It's already the low of the day, right? If I'm not mistaken. You're from Ethiopia. Where is that exactly? Ethiopia. Is it in Europe or Africa or Asia? Country in Africa. Oh, okay, that's cool, brother. A lot of people are here from Africa. I love to go over there. One day maybe I'll go over there. However, guys, today I took one trade and it's a losing trade, unfortunately. Then I framed the sell, but I didn't go for the sell because my bias was bullish. I was thinking about the bullish market. Not for long term. I'm just bear bullish for 1 or 2 days. Okay, maybe today and tomorrow, like something like that. Just 1 or 2 days, depending on the news, how the war is going to work, and then I will decide am I going to switch to long term bearishness or not. I'm expecting a long term bearishness, huge fall. If you have any confusion, you can watch the first part. But for like yesterday, today, or maybe maximum tomorrow, this 1 to 3 days, this should be kept bullish. Not bullish, it's kind of like in middle, okay, consolidate or something like that. small last 50-minute fair value gap. Is there any? I don't know that. Let me check. I thought that's the 50-minute last FVG. Am I wrong? Okay, thank you. See, I have now lot of eyes. One of my brothers show me the daily quadrant level. One of my brothers show me this 15-minute last FVG. Thank you so much, brother. I have now a lot of eyes with me. Thank you so much for being the eyes. That's really awesome. All the bearish because ICT sold around first presented fair value gap. I think I clearly claiming that this is going to be the selling opportunity from here. Here you have to cover this gap over here. Sell is going to be happen from here until this sell side liquidity over here. I think I was very much clear about that. I just clearly told that I'm expecting a bullish run. I'm not interested to take the sell. I will only frame the buy, just the buy. If there is a buying opportunity, I'll go for the trade. There is no buy, I'll not go for the buy. But right now, no buy is valid before clearing this liquidity or going above this high, one tick above that high. No buy is valid to me. I think my point is absolutely clear over there. So if your bias was bearish, if you are interested to go for the sell, that could be the best opportunity to take the sell from there. And ICT, I don't know where he has used the first presented gap because I think this gap, Sujivan was saying that this is the first presented gap according to him. I just don't know, okay, which one, but I can see this gap doesn't have any problem with that. So it can, I don't know where ICT actually took that sell. Can you please confirm me, brother, is that the first presented gap ICT marked or not? All this bearish because ICT sold around first presented fair value gap. We see alike. Yes, sir. Just giving what I received a knowledge from ICT and you. Just giving what I have received. No man, don't say like that way. You have enough knowledge, brother. 934. 34. Is there is a gap, small gap? Didn't say ICT. Okay, I don't know exactly where is the ICT's first presented gap, but I don't see any problem with this gap. It should be a good gap to be a first presented gap, but I don't know. I don't know. Not buy yet. Okay, this is the inducement leg. People start to think I'm going to catch the bottom. This is the bottom they're going to catch, but this market will fall again. So I'm not saying it will fall again. I'm just trying to say that in my opinion it's not the buying opportunity yet. Okay, so I believe it will fall, and now if I miss this trade, that's gonna be disaster because I was waiting for that buying opportunity. It's gonna be disaster. Okay, I will let this go actually because of the volatility I'm seeing this is too big because of the volatility. Otherwise, mm, man, this is a really tough question, tough situation to take. Oh man, help me guys. What should I do? I mean, I was needed to see this tap to this 50-minute last day busy. More importantly, the 50% of this daily week because those brothers gave me the lines over here. Okay, so I was really very much happy to see that if it could tap here, I could frame the buy. But now, what should I do? I mean, like, what should I do? I will be patient, okay? I'm not going to go for the trade. Looking at 1020 fair value gap. 1020 fair value gap. What is that? 1020 fair value gap. Oh, okay, you are also looking at that same gap. Yeah, market didn't close out this gap, I guess. I have just no idea what I should do because I'm not convinced yet over here. I'm just not convinced yet, okay? So I'm going to miss this trade. I'm not going to take this trade. I'm not convinced here. It should tap here at least. More importantly, the 50% of that week. If those guys didn't show me this, maybe I wouldn't look for them. But as I have already seen them, I can't ignore them anymore. So I'm going to pass this trade. If it starts to go over here, I'll try to take entry from here somewhere, okay? Because this is the buy side liquidity. So I know that this market will come for this buy side liquidity. I'm just not interested to enter over here. I just need to see it fall. Trade it, then it will start to go higher. This is the same scenario. Exactly. Like tick by tick, the same scenario yesterday PM session. Here. When this candle appeared, I told that I think it's not a buying opportunity yet because this 15-minute gap was here. I saw that it missed that 15-minute gap to trade and now showing me this bullishness. Just not interested to take the entry over here because I was expecting this bullish gap will be traded at first before going higher. Then when it has been traded, I framed the trade over there. However, it can be the same kind of scenario over here. I'm not interested to go for the trade from this gap. If any of you would love to go for that, please go for that. I'm gonna pass this trade. I would need to see this come here. After that, I'll try to frame the buy from the order block. So the last down close body close candle is going to be my order block entry. Wait for PM cleaner price action. That's what I'm doing. That's cool, sister. You are very intelligent. Yeah. We all are struggling here with the choppy price action and then this highly volatile market. And you guys, like Sophia and some other people, you guys are very clever. You wait for the PM session and just take the profit from the market. Market maker. I will tell the market maker. Okay, I'll just call the maker. After this live, the first thing I'll do, I'll call market maker. I'll tell him, Sophia. Her name is Familia Sophia. So please take a look on her account. Okay, what is she doing? Keep an eye over there. She's making a lot of money on the PM session. I'll tell I'll tell him this. Oh man. And this is a very tough moment to me, okay? Like my mind is saying to go for the trade right now, but I'm not convinced by this area. What should I do? If I ever get confused like this type of area, I'll let this go. I'm letting this go. Maybe it will work. I'm letting this go. I'm bullish, but I didn't see the precision here. I'm not interested to go for the trade there, okay? He took sell 110.14, market 1948, fair value gap. He says nothing about first fair value gap. Oh, okay. Then I don't need to worry about the first fair value gap. What did he do? He took sell 110.14 and mark 948. 948. Oh, wow. Now, guys, you know that. I didn't know that. ICT marked this gap. Come on, man. Seriously. Something is very fishy, right? Something is very fishy. I was talking about this gap. I was talking about this gap to hold the market and send the price for this sell side liquidity. At least for this sell side liquidity. It will fall much more or not. I don't know. I don't care. And ICT took the sell from this 948, if I'm not wrong, mistakenly. Yeah, 948, and he took the sell from 1014. Okay, I really don't know why he took the entry around 1014. I have no idea. I think he was waiting for the confirmation, I guess, before taking the entry. I'm seeing that I'm getting wrong over here again. It's not tapping here, it's working from there. Now I'm really getting so angry on the market. Oh man. However, I'm not going to take this buy for sure. A clone of ICT. I'm clone for ICT. Oh man. Oh, believe that isn't reversing yet. That is not made liquidity done at this point. 10 15-minute candle. That's cool, awesome. I wish it's not the reversal because I'm waiting for the buy, and if I miss the trade right now, it's really so bad. It bounced at the NQ continuous contract new week opening gap low. New week opening gap low. There is a new week opening gap. I didn't know that. I don't know where is the new week opening gap. I think this is the new week opening gap. This is the low. I don't know which new week opening gap you're talking about, brother. However, I'm not convinced by the market yet, so I'm not going to take the buy. If I miss it, I'll miss it. No problem. I'm not convinced yet, so I'm not going to take this buy. If it could if it could tap over here, I could go for the buy. Let me see if I have any volume imbalance over here or not, because there can be a volume imbalance. Market has traded that volume balance and then started to go higher. It is also possible. So let me actually take the volume balance in a moment. I don't see any volume imbalance as well. See here, there is no volume imbalance as well. So I don't need to worry about that. I'm not convinced by that market fall, this random level here. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss it, brother. But to be honest, if it could tap here, I could frame some short, I mean, sorry, buy from there. But unfortunately, I'm going to miss it. And I'm absolutely okay with that. AI farming to market maker, bro, about Sophia. So we can also. Oh, Friday, November 21st to Tuesday, November 25. Why 4 days? 4 days, brother. Craig. Why 4 days, brother? Friday, November 21st. November 21st. Okay. Here, this one. It's a small gap, new to opening gap. I know that. But market didn't come here. I can see this small gap, new to opening gap, but market also didn't come over here. However, it's not convincing for me either way. Yeah, I know it has cleared the liquidity. I know it has done everything. It is trading that week. Everything is good, but it could tap over here or here before giving me this buying opportunity. It didn't do that. I'm not going to take this trade. Simple. I'm going to let this go. Bad luck. I'll say like bad luck. In buy from 1020 inversion fair value gap, 1020 inversion fair value gap, 1020 inversion fair value gap. It took the buy from there. Good, brother. I hope you'll get the boom. Be careful about this last FBZ. I'll just tell you this. Just be careful about this last FBZ. I'm not going to take the buy, guys. By the way. I'm looking for buy, but I can't take it because I'm not feeling happy to see this small reaction from a random level. Not a random level to be honest, but to be honest, like here, if it was precised, that would be awesome. As it is not precised, I'm not interested to use this whole buy opportunity. I'll miss it, no problem. I'll wait for this gap to close, see if it can start to go higher, if it has the momentum to go higher or not. So I will wait for this last FBZ to be closed at first. Not interested to go for the trade before this last FBZ to be broken. I believe I'm assuming it was a holiday on Monday. Oh, okay, it can be great, but still that didn't tap. I think you are saying that continuous contract, because in Nasdaq contract it didn't trade. Maybe in continuous contract it has traded that volume imbalance. I'm just interested to see if it has been traded from this Nasdaq NQH contract or not. If you're looking for sell, please go for that. I'm not selling, so I'm not interested to take any sort of sell. I'm waiting to take a buy, but unfortunately the things happened over here. It was not convincing for me. For example, this candle tap over here, that would be my buying opportunity from the order block. I was talking about that. When this market will come here, I'll look for a buy from the order block. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. So I'm not looking for the buy yet. I know that I can miss this trade, but I also know that if this is a bullish market, it is coming for that. I will be able to enter anywhere here. And from there to there, it's more than enough. Just here to here, it's more than enough for being profitable. 70 handle. I don't need to catch the bottom to hold it until to the top. By the way, I'll add the entry FVZ as well with the last FVZ because both of these FVZ is important. Entry plus last. I'm gonna add both of them. Hey, please don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to our channel, whoever is new over here. If any of you are new, I would love to show this chart one more time. If I can show it to you, yes, I'll be able to show that to you. Here. Apex has a new window where you will see the end of the day drawdown. You don't need to worry about this intraday drawdown anymore. 25K is, this is the prices, okay, for the end of the day drawdown, and this is the prices for the intraday drawdown. This is the activation fees, and the code is T2T. If any of you are interested to use the code, get some Apex account to fill the market, this weird market. I think this is the great opportunity to fill the weird market by spending a small amount of money. Go for that. You will get 90% discount for using the code T2T. At the same time, you can look for the Take Profit Trader account. They're awesome. If you want to use that Take Profit Trader, please use the code T2 Wizard for 40% discount, daily payout, everything. FOMO, fear of missing opportunity. I was in FOMO here. Am I going to miss the trade? Am I going to miss the trade? Am I going to miss the trade? Let I decide I am going to miss the trade. I decided I am going to miss the trade. I'm not interested to take the entry because I'm not convinced over here. If I'm convinced here and then I took the trade here, then I took a losing trade. I don't care about that. Same here. When this market has cleared the liquidity, and I tried to take the buy from the order block, I think here from here, by putting the stop loss over here. I'm happy to get a stop out over here without any sort of confusion because I waited for something to happen, then I went for the trade. For example, when the market built that clean buy side liquidity and I saw this clean sell side liquidity over here and I saw market structure shift and a VZ over here, I was more interested to look for the sell. I mean, I was not looking for the sell, but I'm saying that the sell was obvious, inevitable from here to until this liquidity. This is logical. So if I get a stop out here, because of my tight stop loss, I'll take re-entry with confidence. Market is going to fall. As long as it's not falling, I'm not interested to look for the buy. Getting stopped out by following the rules is 1,000 times better to get a huge profit without following the rules. You can understand the fact. So if it go higher, I will miss the trade. I'm not in FOMO because I believe if this market is really interested to go for this buy side liquidity, all I need just here to here, just the run from here to here. I don't need anything else. And I know that when the market is going to come here to this gap, I'm going to get for sure the run from here to here. 100%. I know that if I miss the trade over here and then break this last FVZ, I will be able to take the buy over here if it done the job over here around that area. I will be able to take some sort of buying opportunity from there because this is the last bearish PDA that is broken. There is nothing that can stop the market sending it lower. There is nothing. So it's broken. I will be able to frame the buy from there. I don't need to take the risk over here. While I'm clearly seeing it's not reversing from a logical level, right? 15-minute chart is the bellwether. This is the bellwether. Again, I'm not asking any of you to not to go for buy or sell. Please go for buy or sell, whatever you feel good. I really appreciate it, guys. Whether it's respecting the intra gap at the moment on the continuous contract daily chart. Yeah, I thought, brother. I mean, I missed that point. Actually, you told that earlier. It's actually trading the regular. I mean, sorry, continuous chart in Q1. But in Q1 chart, did you adjust the B? Did you toggle on the BADZ on the right bottom corner to the daily chart? You will see there is an option called B dash ADZ. That means the contract adjustment. If you toggle it to 1, you will get the real price action. So toggle it to 1 and then see if it is the same or not. However, I need the information from NQ chart, running contract, micro contract chart. I don't look for the information from there. You can look for that from there, but I'm not interested to look for that from there. I'm going to remove this line. Yesterday so far we have taken already 4 to 5 trade, right? Today I have taken only one trade and I'm still waiting for the next opportunity. Just one trade. This one I'm just going to skip this one because I was not bearish, so I'm not going to talk about the sell. I'm bullish, so I'm more interested to look for a buying opportunity. Here, this low, if it is shifted, there is gonna be another bearish 22 YT model for this gap. There is a gap. Market went here, cleared the liquidity, market structure shift, fair value gap, trade that fair value gap, market is going to fall for this bearish gap. I'm not bullish gap for this bullish gap. I'm not bearish. I'm not trying to frame the sell here. Not going to take the sell. I'll just observe that. I'll just see that how it is going to work. I'll try to keep looking for the buying opportunity. Highest up close body close candle or the candles over here, order block, extend to your right, hit that order blocks, market is coming for this gap over here around this area for what to say, I mean the finish the unfinished business. It was not convincing to me, exactly like yesterday's PM session. Market just came here, show the bullishness, then fall again, trade that bullish period, then started to go higher. I want to see this thing happen to today as well. Trade this area, then it will start to go higher. Those people who are early to take the buy, to choose the bottom, they're going to get stopped out, and then we are going to enter into the market. And I believe it's going to happen by the last macro, which is 10:50 to 11:10 macro. I hope so. Stop loss closer. How much did you take the stop loss, brother? How much is your stop loss? Came to near your stop loss. That means your stop loss is more than 50 handle. I think it's here, at least here. Okay, it's 57 handle, something like that. Oh man. If I were you and I was in a trade here, I don't know, why did you take the entry? If I were you and I saw that enter here, in respecting here, come back again here, started to go higher. See this low over here around this area. Let me show you that one more time. I am bullish and I was waiting to take the entry from here, from this gap. This is the first candle has closed above this gap. Took the entry here exactly to this candle. I took the entry over here. Market started to go higher, came here, rejected from there, fall, took that low, liquidity has been cleared around here, then started to go higher. I would never ever ever hold my stop loss anywhere here. I would simply go toward that low over here, at least this low, move my stop loss over here. And when I'm seeing it has been rejected and then this next candle has been closed, I'll move it just one tick below this gap over here, that old gap, by believing that it's not going to be broken, because one candle has been broken over here. That's the fake breakout. Next candle broken over here, that is the confirmation of the breakout. Market is falling for this area around here. It's coming for that area. This candle here, this candle confirmed. It's not the fake breakout. This is the confirmation of this gap to be broken. After getting this confirmation, tap to this gap. Would love to believe this gap. Hold the market for this gap here. From this gap, from this gap, tap here. One, two, fall for this gap. So, as I told you, I am bullish. I'm not framing this sell. I'm not taking this sell, but as it is an unfinished business, and you can see clearly see that I think this is gonna be a live example for some of you to understand the FOMO, fear of missing opportunity, and the precision. As all of you know, this is the only last FVG from 15-minute chart. I know it is trading that week, daily week, or maybe there is some new opening up, new thing, something over there, but still this 15-minute gap is too clear, and there is no new opening gap which is not older than 5 days. That is not older than 5 days. Every single new opening gap you'll be able to mark around that area. They're older than 5 days. Last 5 days, there is no new opening gap. So when the market is coming here and missed this area, and look at this line, even if I go for that quadrant level, weak quadrant level, this is the upper quadrant that has been traded over here already, right? Market took that liquidity, closed below this upper quadrant level, just closed below this area, around here. What is the next logical level? This 50% of that week, right? 50% of that week quadrant level. Even if it failed to come here, it should come around this area. It has to come over here. Market started to go higher. People will start to look for the buy. Tap here. I'm going to miss the trade for sure. No problem. Come here. Trade this bearish PDRA, stopped by the bearish PDRA, very specific gap, entry plus last. If it would trade the last gap, I'll move it from entry to last. If it doesn't trade the last, then I will add the last plus the entry. Entry gap, reaction, where to take some liquidity. Is this the origin low of the setup? No. Why? Because this low didn't trade this 50-minute gap. So this low is not the origin low. So yesterday's PM session, where I told that market should not take that low. That low has traded a bullish PDR. But did this low trade the bullish PDR? No. It's not the origin low. It should not be protected. It should not be kept untaken over here. It should go for this low at first. And then market will start to go higher. By trading this bullish PDR, tap here, 1, 2, 3, go for this gap, come here, trade this, will start to look for buy. Again, I'm not bearish, I'm not framing this sell, I'm not taking this sell the way I let it go here. I'm just going to let it go there as well. But like the logic here, right? So market will fall, take that low, use the base over here, the 50-minute gap, start to go higher. I'm good to go for the buy. Not here. I'm not interested to take the buy. No, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. No, it's not good. It's not good. I can't take the buy. It's kind of gambling to me. I think the volatility is less, bit less, right now. Yeah, a bit less, I guess. Where did it came for this this retracement here, right? Where did it came exactly? Last step busy, last step busy. Entry up busy, entry up busy. Entry up busy, send the market higher, take the liquidity. Entry up busy, send the market lower, take the liquidity. Last step busy, last step busy is holding the market, sending it higher to break this last FBZ to for this buy side liquidity, or this last FBZ is going to hold the market and send it lower to break this last FBZ to trade this 50 minute gap. I need to take that decision. If this last FBZ is stronger and this last gap is broken, I'll take the buy from here for this buy side liquidity. If this last FBZ is stronger, send the market lower. I mean, at least the 50% range of this area when it will tap to this area. Right now, without trading this gap, it has zero possibility to fall, nearly zero possibility to fall, to be honest. But again, it can fall, but it has nearly 0% possibility to fall without trading this last FBZ, because the anti FBZ reaction is already done. So this is only the left thing. All I need to see right now, does really this market want to trade this 50 minute gap, or does it want to go for this buy side liquidity by trading the weak quadrant levels from the 50 minute, from the daily chart, and would love to keep going higher? That's all is going to be defined by this gap to be broken or not. If this gap is broken, I'll frame the buy from here for this buy side liquidity. If the gap is not broken, holding the market, sending it lower, of course I'm going to let this fall go, and then it will come here. I'll start to look for the buy again. So now it's time to see if it can close out this gap. It will close on tick of this gap. I'll take the buy from there. I have this buy side liquidity. Some of you can think that, brother, why you are going to use this last FBZ? Why is your buy side liquidity? I have this buy side liquidity. I don't need any other buy side liquidity. I have all of this buy side liquidity. See here, look, beautiful buy side liquidity over there. I can simply target this buy side liquidity rather than any other buy side liquidity above this buy side liquidity. So market will close one tick above this last gap. I'm going to take the buy from this last gap and going to hold the trade for this buy side liquidity by clearing some partial, thinking that nobody is going to close one tick below this gap. Sorry, nobody is going to close below the 50% of this gap. Otherwise, it will hold the market, send it lower. I will let this fall go while it will go for this buy side, 15 minute gap. Why I'm switching my mind from here? Because I'm watching the price over here. I'm seeing when the market came here, failed to trade this gap, it built a bullish gap over here, which is the entry gap. Tap to this entry gap, market went higher, cleared some sort of liquidity. Trade this entry gap again over here. Trade this entry gap, send the market lower to take some sort of liquidity, right? Some sort of liquidity has been cleared. After clearing this liquidity, this is the last fair value gap from 1 minute chart. Holding it, sending it higher, coming to this last FBZ. How it is going to react with this last FBZ? Is it going to break it? Break it? That means it is stronger. It doesn't need to come over here. Or is it going to be respected from there? See, tap to this low. Now it's time for the market to decide, does it want to fall or not? If it really would love to fall, I'll let this fall go. If it can go and close one tick above this gap, I'll take the buy from this gap for this buy side liquidity. Why this gap? Because above this gap, there is no other bearish gap below this buy side liquidity, right? So I'll go for this trade from this area. by believing nobody is going to close below the constant encroachment of this gap. Again, remember it has to close above this gap. If it do that and then tapped here, I'll go for the trade. This is gonna be my second trade for today. The first trade is a losing trade of 35 handle. So this is gonna be the second trade for today. I'm going to take the partial over here and going to hold the trade for this last FBZ. Now, if I miss it, that's bad luck. Absolutely bad luck. So all I need this body to close above this, and then I will enter into the trade. If I miss it, I have nothing to do, to be honest, brother. Then it's gonna be one losing trade and I'm done for the day. Something like that. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 2. I hope it will take me. If it doesn't, then bad luck. Nobody should close below the constant encroachment of that last FBZ. As long as that buy side liquidity is not going to be cleared, I will keep looking for that buying opportunity. If that buy side is going to be cleared, no more buy is valid to me. At least not from here. I have to wait for that upper last fair will have to be broken to take the buy. And thinks it's going to keep. Shame on you, market. Shame on you. You can do all of this consolidation here, and here you need all the speed. I hate you, market. It's not valid anymore, okay? Whoever would love to go for this trade, I don't know it will give it or not. If you push the button over here, you are a gambler. Now it's time to look for the new opportunity actually, and for that I have to wait for this gap, this high to take it by a bit. And that means market has to take that high, and of course it has to clear some sort of liquidity at first. This is really so pathetic when you will see all of this conversation here, still a lot of conversation here, and then boom, then it will start to make a lot of conversation over here, and then boom. This is really pathetic. However, I tried my level best, but I didn't get the opportunity. What can I do? Today's market, one trade. I keep saying that one losing trade. I was watching it. I had an opportunity to take the buy from an order block. I tried to take it. It didn't work. I let the sell go. I don't care about that. I was waiting for a new buying opportunity. Of course, after clearing the exact area, I told you right that sell side liquidity will be cleared, which was here. This will be cleared, and then market will give me that buying opportunity, or it will reverse from that area. What happened over here? Look at this. The lowest down close body close candle. If it could tap over here to this 50-minute candle, just here, I don't need anything else, man. I can go for the trade without anything, without any kind of thinking. But unfortunately, it didn't do that. So it was an unfinished business. I was not convinced yet. Saw the reaction, send the market lower, and then break the last FBZ means that this bearish pattern is broken. By the way, guys, I would love to ask you a simple question, and I'm expecting some reply from you guys. Just, I need some reply from you guys. Give me your true opinion. Tell me if you understand the things I'm sharing with you or not. I will go from the beginning and you will tell me, does it make any sense to you or not? Please. I am bullish. I'm interested to look for the buy. I was watching this 50-minute gap to be taken, right? This gap to be traded before going higher. I saw market didn't trade this 15-minute gap. I didn't take the buy. I was not looking for the buy. I was interested to see this market will fall, trade this gap, then it will go higher. I'm watching this market. Came here, entry gap is around this area. This is entry gap. This is last gap. Here, that is the last gap. This is the entry gap. I'm going to remove this gap. And here, this is the entry gap. This is the last gap. Bearish entry, bearish last, bullish entry. Tap to this bullish gap, entry gap, send the market higher to take some sort of liquidity. Trade the entry gap, reacted from there, send the market lower to take some sort of liquidity. Entry gap, liquidity taken. Entry gap, liquidity taken. Last gap has been traded. Failed to trade the last gap. Last gap has been traded. Give me the speed through this entry gap, through this last gap. I am bullish. I have buy side liquidity here. I have buy side liquidity there. Do I need to see this last gap from 15-minute chart to be traded again? I don't need it, in my opinion. Why? This last gap from 1 minute chart sending the market and breaking the last bearish PDRA. This is the last bearish PDRA. There is no other bearish PDRA. Not this gap, not this first presented gap, except this one. Okay, until this one. This is the last bearish PDRA. Below this buy side liquidity. It's broken. For example, it closed here, tap to this gap. I'm in this trade by covering this gap, small gap, this bullish gap over here. Target this buy side liquidity over here. Does it make any sense? Or does it make like, oh, this is a bullish, so he's taking the buy? Or does it make the sense that how we are seeing the market, which one is trading, what it is trading, and how it is trading? What do you think? Is that logical to you? The way I am explaining it, does it make any sense to you? Or it seems like, oh, okay, he's bullish, so he's trying to take the buy wherever he found the opportunity? Or does it like you are reading a novel, you are seeing that it is going to happen, the next incident is going to happen like that way, the next incident is going to happen like that way, the next incident is going to, you don't know what the writer has written, but you can expect something is going to happen depending on your experience. What how to say that? Does it make any sense to you? By the way, I'm not able to take any other buy as long as this high is not taken. I can't take any short of buy, but if you can take the buy, please go. Yes, it makes sense. Thank you, Dora. William, I do. Thank you, brother. Makes sense when explained using the entry and last FBX price showing aggression to buy side. Absolutely, brother. Thank you. At least some of you got the. This is just pure bad luck. I'm not blowing the account. I just took a losing trade and then I'm waiting patiently for the next opportunity. Where, oh man, I have seen something. What can I do? I'm actually observing something for a long time now. That scenario has been created right now. So we'll see it. Okay, let it go. Aris, absolutely. Thank you, brother. Yes, it does make sense. Just hard to trust with all the manipulation. Yes, brother. Yeah, it's hard, but when like it's kind of like think like that way. We are playing the tennis ball. Okay, there is Roger Federer, and here is which who I can Federer and who I can use whose name? Give me a name, tennis player name. I'll say, uh, what was that name? Oh man, I forgot the names. Seriously, it's been a long. I don't watch the tennis anymore. How can I forget the name? Tennis player's name? I forgot. Okay, whoever is it. Okay, yeah, Ned. Absolutely, brother. Yeah, of course, Ned. Yeah, man, he's awesome. I love him actually. So think here is Federer, here is Ned. They're playing the tennis. Okay, this price is the tennis. He throw the ball, and Roger just stop the ball, send it lower until the extreme line. Okay, this line is broken means that market is going to, I mean, the ball is going to out. So he's going to get the point. He's going to be the winner. Okay, so he stopped the exactly the last line. He stopped the market and send it higher. This is the same thing, right? Last line that's been broken. So he's going to get the point here. And when the ball is out of the court, it's not going to stop, right? Because I don't have the racket on my hand. So I'm not going to the bat. I don't have the bat on my hand. I'm not stopping the ball. So ball is going toward the, I mean, the railing that is standing just behind the court. Okay. So this was the railing over here behind the court. So this ball will stop over there. Then it will come here again. Then I mean, to start a new game, or it will come here to take it, or maybe this one the red will be hit by the ball, and then maybe it will bounce from there, or the new game will start to play, something like that. Does it make any sense? Unfortunately, I can't take any trade right now, so that was my only opportunity. If I would love to go for a trade right now, I have to wait for this market to come here to this last FBZ, then it will send the market lower to take some liquidity. Then I'll be able to take a new buy for this buy side liquidity, or it has to break this gap, and then I have to take the buy from this gap to until this liquidity. This is the two case of scenario for me right now to go for any other trade. Nadal, yeah, Nadal Federer. And Nadal is really, he's an awesome player, to be honest. We called it Ned. I was watching tennis long time ago, like near about 10 to 12 years ago, something like that. I was fan of tennis game around that area, or and that is. Now it's been long. I don't watch the tennis anymore. Hey Robbie, how are you, brother? Not a bad day for me. Just losing trade and then waiting for the opportunities, but fortunately, this market is doing a shit, absolutely shit. First of all, it didn't tap here. Secondly, it didn't give me the opportunity here. So either it could tap here, I could take the buy, or it could close here and tap here, I could take the buy. So both of these opportunities gone. I'm just watching for the last opportunity. This is the last opportunity for me. I'm marking it. You guys keep it on your chart. It's going to go higher. Take that high. It's going to be rejected from this gap. I don't know, is it going to be rejected from the top or the 75% or the 50%? I don't know that, but it's going to be rejected from there, taking some sort of swing low. It can take that swing low, that is the best case of scenario, or it can build a new swing low here to take that swing low, and then it will close above this gap, tap to this gap, it keep going higher and take that buy side liquidity, something like that. This is how this market is going to work. I would love to repeat this one more time. How I frame my trade, how I plan the trade. Now it will give me the entry or not, it doesn't matter. It's not the fact, but I know what I'm doing. First, this market has to go higher. It can take that high, or it can build the relatively equal highs. The best case of scenario, it will take the high. That is a sign of the shifting market. This market is going to shift it. This is the only high that has stopped the market while this market was bullish, right? This was a bullish market from here, a small bullish market, and then market fall. This is the high that stopped the market to be bullish and send it lower, bearishness. Why this high? Because this high has traded a gap, not that high. That high built the liquidity, but this high has built a traded a gap. So this is the high that is holding the market, stopping the market from being bullish to bearish, sending it lower. Best case of scenario, it will take that high, which has been already done over here. Take that high. I just don't know, is it going to be reversed from the top to the 50%, or to the 75%, I have no idea. It will take that high, or maybe it will build relatively equal highs, but it has already taken that high. Then it will fall. Either it will take that low or it will engineered a low, something like that, engineered a low. Then it will close above this gap, then tap to this gap, take that buy side liquidity. This is the next opportunity to frame the trade. If it take this low and come here, you are allowed to take the buy from here. If it doesn't come low and doesn't take that low, instead of that it do or invent some sort of lows here, create some sort of lows here, then took that low, then the only opportunity is when this gap is broken. Then I am only able to take the buy over here. Two case of scenario. I think my point is clear. Your job to watch this market, the PM session, the thing I explained you over here, is it going to happen or not? Every single thing has to happen one after another. First, it has to come here, best case of scenario, to take that high, rejected from the constant crossment or to the top, any of this area or the upper quadrant, send the market lower, take some sort of liquidity, closed above this gap, trade it to that liquidity, or it will fall, build some liquidity, take that liquidity, fail to clear that low, which is low probability, of course, then go for this buy side liquidity. The last and the worst thing is market will never give any sort of rejection. This type of things will happen. That means market will just extremely bullish, take that liquidity. That means you didn't have any opportunity to take the entry. Just like same thing over here. Best is this high will be taken, stop the market, send it lower to take this liquidity, send the market here for this last FBZ to be traded one more time, here this one, before going higher to go for this buy side liquidity. More importantly, this gap to be traded before taking this extreme buy side liquidity. If I give you the extreme example, this is that extreme example over here. Yesterday's price action, this is the I'm going to remove the breaker block. I'm going to 50-minute bullish fair value gap. I'm going to remove this one because all of these things has been I have explained it at the beginning. Okay, so I'm going to remove all of these things. Losing trade, sorry, losing trade, winning trade, losing trade, winning trade. I'm not hiding my losing trade. It's the part of this game. My plan is how much I took the loss comparing to how much is going to be the profit. Everything was in line through our Discord. Not hindsight. I hate hindsight. It was 70 handle run for a 24 handle loss. Unfortunately, this was not working yesterday. I don't know why, but it was not working for the first time. But next time it was working. One-sided run. Last FVZ came here. This is the candle that has closed above this last FVZ. Came here, build the liquidity, or I mean around here, build the liquidity as well as this is the old liquidity. Fall not only the bullish gaps but also this old last FVZ, a very specific gap, last FVZ, unfinished. Come back again, trade this gap, went higher to take this liquidity again. So this is the best case of scenario. Otherwise, if I'm bad luck, okay, I'm seeing it's building the liquidity, I mean swing lows over here. Of course, it can take that swing low, or without taking the swing low, it can simply go higher and take that liquidity. I'm not interested to enter in this market if it just do that without taking any liquidity. It just go higher. I'm not interested to enter over there. Okay, to be honest, so I need to see some liquidity to be taken. That's the only way to enter into a market. If there is no liquidity taken, there is no trade. So remember here, I was not interested to take any sort of entry because it was random. But when I saw liquidity has been cleared here, liquidity has been cleared, and then the market closed above this, I'm good to go for the buy. Is there any liquidity to be taken? No. Even if the body close above this high, I don't care about that buy from the last FVC because the liquidity is not taken. Has to take some liquidity before going higher, closed above this gap. I can assure that, I can recall myself that I never talked about this, about how to use the last FBZ where you should look for the liquidity. Just correct me if I have told you this before or not, because if I would love to use even the last FBZ as an inversed way, it has to take the liquidity before being it as an inversed gap, before making it as an inverse gap. This type of information sometimes I forget to mention. It's a common sense to me. Okay, I don't feel like I'm a beginner. I'm not a beginner, to be honest, because I have spent a lot of time. I'm not an expert, I agree with you, but I'm not a beginner at least. This type of things is for the beginner, okay, absolutely for the new people. And sometimes I mistakenly I forgot to explain them, or I forgot to mention them, guys. Not a good day to me. Just one losing trade, and it's done for me. In my opinion, it's just another question. 1054 can't be order block, right? Has to be 1053 as unfavorable gap to go higher. 1054, 1053. Let me see. 1054, 1053. It's the consecutive, I mean, if you look for this area, depends on what you are looking for the order block. For example, when it came for the first time here, this is the entry gap, this is the last gap. For the first time, it came here. Maybe this is your order block, maybe you have marked this water, whatever it is, I don't care about that. But it has sent the market higher to take some sort of liquidity, this gap. It's done its job. I don't care about this gap anymore. When it has done its job here, I don't care about this gap anymore. Same here. When it came here, trade this gap. See here, first it tapped here, build a swing low. Did it clear any liquidity? No. Then it come here, took that liquidity, done. This gap doesn't have any value to me. Took the liquidity one more time, go below, and then went higher. This gap is done its job when it has created. So if any of this order block, I don't know why you are looking for this order block. I don't know. Maybe for the sake of this conversion thing, like uh, I don't know why you are looking for this order block. However, if I look for the order block, I have to keep it on my right hand side. I have to keep it. In this type of scenario, these two candles are the consecutive order block, not the lowest one. Okay, not this one. These two candle is the consecutive order block. Just I don't know why you're looking for, but if if any by anyhow, I'm also looking for the order block over here. Even though it has traded the last FBZ, the last one, right? I don't care. This gap is still important. If I keep looking for the order block, it is still important. So a high has to be above the entry fair value gap. Here, I'm not interested to take the buy from here because market didn't clear any sort of liquidity. That's why I'm not interested to take the buy. If this low could take that low, I'm already in a trade over here to go for this buy side liquidity. As it didn't do that, I'm not going to take it. It will work. I don't give a shit. However, guys, I was bullish today. Unfortunately, this was really a tough market for me, and I didn't get opportunity to take the buy. Unfortunately, the price was not that much friendly to me. Just made me disappointed, and I'm going to stop trading for one losing trade. Let me know before closing the stream what about your trading. Ravi, did you get your reply, brother? Hey Ajay, how are you, brother? Let me know, guys. Are you green? Are you red? What is the condition of your accounts right now? Stop over trading. Stop over trading. Stop over trading. Stop over trading. Stop tilting. Buy, sell. Stop doing that. You will be right one time, you'll be wrong next 5 times. You keep tilting. So one time here, I'll be right here. I'll be right here. And I'll be wrong here. Maybe I'll be wrong here. I will be wrong. More place I'll be wrong. To understand my fact? Here I'm saying that I'm the boss, I'm the wizard because I can frame the both buy and sell. Okay, buy didn't work, but look at this sell. How beautiful I got that big fall, right? Awesome fall. ICT also got that fall. Congratulations, brother. It's awesome. Then this fall didn't work. Now I'm not talking about the partial or everything. I'm just talking about the logic from here to until this gap, right? That was the logic. Market will come from here to until this gap. Market didn't come here. It's a loss. Market didn't work. This one worked. Took that liquidity. It worked. It didn't work. Here, this one didn't work. Maybe it has provided the enough for the partial. Let me see. If you take the entry from the constant encroachment and it moved until here, the low. until there. Okay, because of the volatility, you got 50 handle because of the volatility, but it didn't take that low. It didn't finish the job, right? It should do. So it's, I'm saying it as a losing trade because in a low volatile area, maybe this is just five handle. You're not able to close the trade over here. You have to wait for this low to be taken. So of course it's not going to work. So I'm wrong. I'm right one time. I'm wrong one, two time. That's why I'm saying don't tilt. If you're bullish, look for the buy. If you're bearish, look for the sell. If you find the opportunity, stop over there. Simple. I'm two small losses. The school brother, as long as it's small, I have no problem with that. Looking for order block or a PD there because in macro time taken liquidity player it's going up. So was looking where to enter, but wasn't confident on that setup. So let it go. That's awesome, man. If you don't feel confident, don't go for the trade. I can see that some of you are getting disciplined day by day. I don't know you were disciplined like this way previously, or right now you are acting as disciplined trader. But I'm really happy when I'm seeing some of you are saying that I took two losses, like Team told. I just took two losses and I stopped. Oh man, this is called trading, man. Every day you are not going to make the money. You're going to lose some money some days, but you know how to control yourself. This is called trading. Trading is not just pushing button. Rate today, small rate absolutely acceptable, but some of you say that I blow my account, I blow five accounts, I blow 10 accounts. I don't i don't get the point how you can blow five accounts, 10 accounts by taking one or two losing trade. Either you went for your full port like 10 mini contract, 5 15 mini contract. Otherwise I don't really get the point why you get stopped out. The market didn't clear that lows. I'm not interested to take the buy here. Let the market fall to take some liquidity before making the buying opportunity. Next time, after clearing some liquidity, when it will close out this high, the things I have already told, right? It will either come here to frame a buy setup, or it will take some of this liquidity and then will close above this high. We'll take the buy from there. Not only this buy side liquidity, but also above the line. I have the last step is, I guess, from here. You can just go and switch your chart from hourly, sorry, 50-minute to hourly chart to find out a beautiful bearish gap over there if you can find something. Or if it actually come back again and closed below this gap, not below this gap, below that gap over here, see this gap over here. If it closed below this gap, then it has a high probability to fall for the sell side liquidity. I'm not expecting, because this gap and this is also 15-minute last FVZ over here. So this gap is important actually. I'm really not interested to see this. As I told, I am not bullish. I am bearish for long-term bearish, and I told that you are going to be the witness of the biggest fall, but not today. 1 or 2 days, more days. Either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, you will able to see that fall. These 2 days, Trump will level his. I mean, Trump will try his level best to show that nothing is happening in this world. Everything is cool. Investors, keep investing, keep investing. And they will see through the media, the media, these medias are the worst thing ever. The media will show you, nothing is happening. Iran just going to surrender. Okay, everything's gonna be destroyed over there. So everything is good. Investors, keep investing, keep investing, keep investing. But within 1 or 2 days, when the Hormuz will be closed, the while price will be like 120, 120, 130, something like that, investor will understand what is happening. They will stop believing the media. They will start to like withdraw the money, and the big collapse is coming soon. Big collapse, and it's going to fall. Just this is the show off. This is just the show off. I'm still bullish. Okay, nothing to worry about that. This is just because of that, but the collapse is coming. Market is going to collapse. It can be tomorrow. Depends on the news. Keep watching the news. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Try to find out what is happening. Slowly but definitely you'll understand what I mean to say. Maybe next session, not if not, then tomorrow. I think PM session is gonna be so beautiful, team. No trade for me today. Like, I don't trust the market is looking to sell during New York open, but got scared. Why you got scared, sister? Never ever ever get scared. If you are scared, go for one micro contract to get rid of that scary uh, feelings. Go for one micro contract. So if you go for one micro contract and if you take a 50 handle loss, do you really care about that? You took a 50 handle loss, okay, just for the sake of this conversation. You took a 50 handle loss by one micro contract. How much is it? Does it on a cost $100? So you try to one trade. If you are watching the market and you are feeling confident, but you are scared, go for one micro contract or go for two micro contract. Try to take a partial, put your stop loss to the break even. Two micro contract with 40 handle stop loss, 50 handle stop loss, maybe whatever the stop loss is going to be. Market has cleared this sell side liquidity. See here, liquidity has been cleared. It will close one tick above this high. I'll take the buy from there. By putting the stop loss depending on the candle, of course. Here liquidity has been cleared here, closed above this last gap. Would love to take the buy for this buy side liquidity plus 5 handle, okay, something like that, something like that handle. Overtrading is my worst enemy. Never ever, you don't need to worry about the overtrading, brother. Be one-sided. Be one-sided. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? What are you, brother? If you are bearish, you are going to get a very simple or small opportunities. If you are bearish and your bias is wrong, you are not going to get a huge opportunity. Take the trade. If you are bullish and market is bearish, you are not going to get a huge opportunity, a lot of opportunity to take the buy. You're not going to get that, brother. And if you're not going to get that, you will, sir, you have to stop over trading. There is no other opportunities, right? So please be a bias based trader at the beginning. Later you can tilt. Like when you will have a lot of experience, you know how to control yourself, when you should stop, when you should go for the new trade, when you will have your full control. Your emotion is not going to control yourself anymore. You're going to control yourself. In that type of scenario, go for the tilting. Until then, the body didn't close. Okay, so I think I'm going to miss this trade as well, because this type of scenario happened most of the time. What happens? It closed here, next candle, keep going higher. But I am not allowed to take the entry as long as this candle is not going to close above this line, above this gap. I'm not allowed to take that entry. A lot of time what happens? Market closed here and the next candle keep going higher. Never ever give me the opportunities. I think it's going to happen today as well. This is a very tough moment, okay? Very tough decision. Sometimes I feel like, oh man, I shit. I am not going to miss you. I'm going to take you. And then I took that entry and I got the losing trade. And sometimes I don't take the trade because I got stopped out previously and I didn't take the entry and I saw that market is keep going higher. Okay, I didn't take the entry and just keep going higher. It's so speed. Oh man, I was thinking why I didn't take that trade. Like here, I was feeling like let's push the button. Let's push the button. Whatever happens, we'll see. If I would do that, I would get stopped out already over here. Because it has, as it didn't close, that means it has a bullish PDR here. Can be traded that bullish PDR. It seems like something like uh, you have a dog, okay? You have a dog. So this is the boundary of your room, and the dog is inside that room, right? So he can jump to your washroom, he can jump to your balcony, He can jump, he can go anywhere, any other room, inside your room, right? Any other room. But think, this is the door of your room, and the dog went outside of the room, right? So you are going to close the room door here. This is the outside of the room, maybe your whole building. The dog can go uh, every single other room in your house, but not in your room anymore because the door is closed over here, something like that. Glad I got a green day today after my overtraining moment today. Still, congratulations, brother, because you are green. Thanks for clearing, brother. No problem, my man, my friend, brother. Fear is taking hold of me. As I told, go for one micro contract, two micro contract, or go for the paper trade. But if fear is holding you, you have to get over that. You have to get over that. You have to push the button. You have to break your fear. There is no other option, sister. You have to force yourself to go for a trade. If the fear is the problem. Inversion fair value gap, you can go, sister, but as long as this gap is not going to be closed, I'm not going to believe anything over here because this is a shallow run. This low has cleared over here by a shallow run. That means the nobody has closed below this low. It's a shallow run yet. It has left this low open over there. It has this gap open here. It has this gap open here. It has this unfinished business over here. I'm not going to believe it as long as it's not going to close above this line. So if it closes above this line, then and only then I will start to believe the market that sell side buy side liquidity is going to be cleared. Otherwise, this last FBG has the power. After that fake breakout, one candle close, the very next candle close inside this last gap. It's called the fake breakout. This fake breakout, and then it will stop the market, send it much more lower to clear this obvious liquidity this low and to finish the unfinished business. So I'm not interested to go for that trade as long as I'm not going to get the confirmation of the fake breakout. So fake breakout has been confirmed that it is broken. I'm interested to go for the buy from this area. However, it's just sadly, that leads to FOMO and overtrading, which I'm working on fixing. I hope you will overcome it, brother. You will overcome it. I promise you, brother, you will overcome it. If you try, nothing can stop you. If you don't try, nothing can make you, much more stronger. So you have to try. That's the only opportunity. I'm just waiting to see how this market is going to stop around that area. I mean, does it want to really clear that liquidity? If it would love to go for that liquidity, how it is going to go for that liquidity? Or the market is going to respect it from here without breaking this, will fall and take that obvious liquidity and fill for this unfinished business. Which one is going to happen? For me, gun to my head, I want to see this buy sell liquidity to be clear right now. Just without any kind of holding the market. Just will go and take that liquidity. Gun to my head. Otherwise, if it fall, I have to wait a more opportunity. Create of this chart. Oh man, today I'm really so. Come on, baby. The problem is, can I take the buy from here because it's much more easier, right? To take the buy from here from the inverse gap. I'm just adding this from the Dora because she was talking about this inverse gap. I know here, okay? So if I try to take the entry from here, for example, here, and my target is this buy side liquidity. First of all, I'm going to get a bigger room, right? 63 handle room. Secondly, my entry is much more lower over here. So when the body will close above this line, I don't need to worry about this area to get stopped out prematurely. I don't need to worry about that anymore. But the problem is, as long as this is not going to close above this line, I am not saying that this low is protected. This low is protected. I can't say that. Now, this low has traded, very important, listen to me, very important. This low has traded a bullish PTR. I agree with you, brother. 100% agree with you, but still See this 15-minute gap over here from 15-minute chart, it tapped to this 15-minute gap, but still I'm not allowed to take the entry by going against this last FBZ. Worst case of scenario, it closed above this, didn't take me, without me take that liquidity. It happened, I'm absolutely okay with that. Took me and then took that liquidity plus 5 handle. So here and here, okay. So it took me around this area and then give me the boom. I'm more happy to get that boom rather than taking the entry from here. Is it risky? Less risk for me. It's low risk for me rather than here. I don't know what is going to happen over here, but I know it is going to take that liquidity over here for sure. So this is highly risky to me. This is low risk to me for the liquidity. What worst case of scenario, market is not going to give me the opportunity. I'm not getting the opportunity. Take entry over here. That is the worst case of scenario. Otherwise, I'm cool. If I don't miss the trade, like here, I miss the trade, right? If I don't miss the trade, I'm going to get the boom over here. If I miss the trade, I'm gonna say that, okay, brother, I took one losing trade and then the rest of the time I was looking for a trade. I didn't get the trade. Unfortunately, that's my bad luck. Simple. It's my bad luck. So I didn't take any other trade. It's a losing trade and I'm done with that trade. Simple. The thing is always want action really open or often I trade when market is really far from my level log. See? Boom. So one losing trade for 35 handle, one winning trade, at least the partial over here, right? 38 handle partial. Because it's gonna be like, yeah, 36 handle partial, I think here, 33 handle partial. And then I will hold the trade how long? Until the next bearish PDRA. Where is the next bearish PDRA? I can see the buy side liquidity here. They're also going to be cleared. This buy side liquidity. Yeah, very clean highs, very clean highs. They're also going to be cleared. And I can see this gap. Okay, so I can target this gap as my target by trailing the stop loss. Randomly, I'm just marking it randomly. I'm not going to mark it correctly, but I'm just going to mark it randomly. Okay, here. That can be my target over here. So took a trade around the morning session. First buy didn't work. Took a 35 handle loss. The whole session I was waiting, 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 I was waiting. Got first opportunity. Did it work? No. Did it work? Is there anyone who can tell me that, brother, you didn't say that market is going to reverse from there, it is going to take that liquidity, it is going to, if it failed to take that, I repeat one more time, guys. Remember what did I say? Remember the thing I'm going to explain over here. This market will trade this gap, it will take that high. I don't know it is going to respect from the 50% or to the top or to the 50%. I don't know that. It will be rejected from there. Either it will take that low or it will engineered a low, then it will take that low. If it engineered the low and then take that low, then I have to wait for this case of scenario. Otherwise, if it take that low and trade this gap, I can frame a trade from that area. Fake breakout, that means one candle closed above this, very next candle closed inside this gap, fall. What did it do? Engineered liquidity, took that liquidity. Did it close above this gap? No. Did it close above this gap? Yes. Tap to this gap? Yes. Am I in the trade? Yes. Buy side liquidity is yes. Buy side, all other buy side, whatever it is. That was the plan, right? We have built the plan. What is going to happen? We have predicted that previously. Is this low is taken or this low is taken? Which one is going to be taken first? This one taken, body close, buy. This one taken, trade here, frame the buy from here. A new opportunities. Look for a new opportunities from there. A new buy from there. Not from here. Here. Did we plan this? Did we execute our plan? Of course. This is how we should trade, man. Exact same opportunities. I didn't know that it is going to work. Same, I did it over here. I tried to frame the buy from the order block. Exactly the same thing. Exactly the same probability. Exactly the same expectation. Market has a different idea, so it was falling. I don't give a shit. I'm going to let it go. How far? Until this 15-minute gap. Trade here. Lowest down close body close candle, water block. Take the buy from the water block. Didn't trade, can't go for the trade. Boom, 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 boom. Option. Opportunity. Take the buy. Didn't give you a opportunity. Wait. Opportunity. Boom. No, nobody will say anything. But if I take like five losing trades, sorry, one losing, one winning, one losing, one winning, everyone will say, Tito, stop now, stop now, stop now. Okay, you are gambling. You are doing that. You are blah, 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 blah. But when I'm showing this to people, nobody is going to write anything to me. But it's really so pathetic now. It's pathetic. Pathetic. It's really pathetic. Did I blow the account? No. What is my loss? 35 handle. What is my profit from here? Forget about everything. 87 handle. I'm just watching it until here. Okay, that next buy side liquidity. Remember, I just showed that next buy side. Even forget about this gap. It will go over here, but forget about that. 87 handle, 35 handle loss, 87 handle profit. Same 5 micro contract. Am I profitable or am I a loser? Ask yourself. Am I tilting? No. Am I one-sided? Yes. What is your bias? Bullish. I let the fall go. I caught the buy. That's all. Unfortunately, I failed to catch the buy at the beginning. I took the buy at the end. So either I will enter in the beginning or I will enter into the end. Any of this area. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have learned something from here. I have learned a lot of things from you guys. So I hope you guys also learned something from here. If you really learned something, then don't forget to push a like button. Subscribe to our channel, whoever is new over here. And until the next video, anybody has any question? Stop trading now. Anybody has any question? I don't think so. Thank you, Daniel. And see you tomorrow, God willing, and around the PM session. Keep an eye on the Discord, please. Every single one of you. If I find something good, I will share it to our Discord. Like yesterday I have done, right? Like, so yeah, again, same 32 breaking down on live. Okay. Team, you took that trade, I guess. Congratulations, brother. Okay. That's really awesome, brother. I didn't notice that. Yeah. See you tomorrow. Until then, cheers, guys.